All right. So we finna get into part one, the price of success in dating. We doing this round table style. If you got me playing in the background, like turn it down so it won't echo. But here it go. So I'm gonna let the ladies go first, and then I want the men to jump in on this first question though. Ladies, do you think being a successful woman intimidates men in today's, world?
I think he intimidates most men, not all men, but a majority, yes.
Hmm. Okay. A majority. What about you, Mary B? How you feeling?
Yeah, I can agree. It does affect the majority. I can also say too, it seems like the harder you strive in whatever it is that you're doing, it seems that you attract people or attract men that aren't willing to match your level of hustle. So those are the guys that are approaching, but tend to be intimidated in the end. If that makes sense.
Okay. 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 Man, following up with that question, you can comment on that, but I also want to say, add to that question, do you think being a successful woman intimidates men, or do women just pick the wrong man? Whoever want to jump it off?
Oh, I thought it was still a lady.
Nah, it's still on you. It's on y'all now. My bad. My bad.
Okay, so repeat that question again.
So I asked them, do you think being a successful woman intimidates men? I want y'all to jump in on the part of, or do you think women just pick the wrong man?
Well, to answer the first part, no, you know what I'm saying. Successful women shouldn't scare man, but on that second part, you know what I'm saying. It ain't just, sometimes it ain't just simple like picking the right man. They probably find the right man, but go about it the wrong way.
Mm. Speak a little more on that. What you mean?
Well, because of the simple fact, I speak for myself in general. I'm not afraid of a successful lady because at the same time, if she's making just as much money as I am, or if more, it's an opportunity for us to build. In my personal opinion, I feel like the success or failure of a relationship comes back to the core ingredients: respect, communication, and not trying to get too far ahead in the conversation, and willing submission.
So you
So most of the time, most successful women, and I'm not speaking about y'all ladies here, but I'm just saying in general, some women get successful and forget to play that part that makes a man happy.
mm,
Because most women become successful, she think more about herself.
mm,
She
mm.
becomes the quote unquote man in a relationship.
Who do men usually think about other than
Well,
themselves?
well, to think about it, we're like biological, we're built that way. We're supposed to lead. We're supposed to do what we're supposed to do. I think we was all built that way.
Yes,
Y'all was
I
bu-
agree.
y'all,
I agree.
yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that
Okay.
many men are lacking that, right? But I think biologically women were made to be nurturing and caring.
Absolutely.
But because we've had to step out of just not only being that and actually being the provider for ourselves and a lot of times our kids, then you can't pick and choose who can still act a certain way and who can't, because of course that is going to alter how we handle things on a day to day, because we've had to kind of adapt a lot of things that men should be doing in order for
Yes,
us to
ma'am.
have what we have. So, but I do
No,
understand.
Mm.
no, I definitely agree with that, and but it comes down to the simple fact. Regardless, see, most times, unfortunately, some women be single mothers for a while, and to your credit, they do have to do stuff on their own, and sometimes it's hard to turn off by the time you've been doing it for so many years.
Mm.
But even when it comes down to it, in my personal opinion, you still got to get back to the core. Anything going on outside of the core, that's pride and ego, in my opinion. Not accusing you of that, But it's
Right.
I feel like sometimes with success comes you forget the basic fundamentals and things.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure y'all are pretty experienced in the dating world and had a plethora of men trying to
Yeah.
get your attention and really trying to win you over. But at the same time, I think y'all probably know how a man works. Simple and the little things matter to us. Anything outside of that, as far as like a man wanting you for money and stuff like that, he kind of that's all like red flags of what type of guy he is.
Mm.
But I do feel like
Let me
most successful. Oh, go ahead.
let me get Tremont in here, man. We got I want to hear
Oh,
what he's like. Yeah, yeah, I getting a little heated already. Let me see what my man's saying. What up, man? You remember the question, Tremont? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
Okay, okay. Did you hear the question?
Yeah. So personally, I think the ladies. Your question, honestly, I believe is 50-50. I agree with the ladies that they have a point that a lot of guys are intimidated by successful women. But truly, in all retrospect, it should be that a woman who is more successful than you, if she finds a genuine interest in you, it should kind of be a push for you to meet her where she is. But a lot of brothers at this point don't, and I'm not knocking black men, but I'm just being honest. A lot of brothers don't try and meet sisters where they are. If she's ahead of you successfully for a lot of them, they're like, well, I'm gonna just let her be that, and I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and don't try and actually meet her there. And it does make it hard. I can't
Mm,
say all women handle talking to a brother the right way once they reach a certain level of success, but there are sisters who won't remind you that they're ahead of you, but they're gonna try and push you. But there also are sisters who are intimidating because the more success she gets, the more controlling or the more she becomes difficult to deal with. And she'll remind you that she is the provider, that she is the one carrying the load, and that creates a communication issue.
mm. Okay, okay. Next question. Next question. When a woman leads in her career, do you think she unconsciously tries to lead in the relationship too?
Say that again.
When a woman leads in her career, do you think she unconsciously tries to lead in the relationship too?
You
I
want to
don't
go
think
first?
so.
Okay.
I personally don't agree because most women, no matter how high they get in their success, they still want to be babied and nurtured by their man. It's only a
Mm,
point when women feel like the man isn't being the man that the woman would act like that. But if the man is truly like allowing her to melt in his hands, I don't think a woman would try to dominate her man or forget that she's the woman. Does that make sense?
mm, yeah, yeah.
I think, yeah, I definitely agree with her. I don't feel like there's a want, right? I'm tired. I don't want to make the decisions. I've been making decisions all day. Like I want to be in a safe space where I don't have to do make those decisions. But again, I do feel like a lot of women have to work very hard and do a lot of things that they're not used to or they're not comfortable doing, but they have to step up to the plate, right? um Learn it yourself, figure it out, right? Like when you get in the industry or in the workforce, you have to step up to the plate. So yes, if I go home and things aren't done and decisions aren't being made, what am I supposed to do? Just sit back and
Mm,
wait? No, I think a woman, that is a leader, especially in her career field, is going to be a leader all the way. So yes, if nobody's leading, I'm going to automatically step up to the plate. So again, I think he goes back to the head, right? Men are supposed to be the head. So it starts with the man. If the man is showing up as a leader, even the submission is gonna come naturally, right? A woman wants to be submissive, right? But if you're not worthy of submission,
mm,
I feel like as a woman, and a lot of women don't think the same, but I feel like a woman that has worked very hard to achieve the things that she has achieved, she is going to automatically already have more knowledge about herself and her self-worthy. So we become a little harder to, manipulate and to get over on. So we do tend to be looked at as we are difficult to deal with, but not necessarily difficult to deal with. A lot of times just harder to manipulate or to, do whatever you want to do with another woman, different women, different calibers, different standards, right? So I know I'm going too deep, but yes, I don't think women want to naturally come in and take over and take control. We just have to do what we have to do.
Hmm. Ty says, sometimes depends on her journey. Men who only think they can be earners and not contribute emotionally, mentally, will get bullied. Hmm. I don't know. Men, my man out there, are you comfortable with a woman leading you? Would you let a
Well,
woman lead you?
here's the thing, what I'm saying. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in teamwork, and I feel like where the hierarchy comes in the relationship comes in the base of respect. What I'm saying. I'm never, because this is how I was in the military, as far as like how I am in real life. What I'm saying. I can have. I'm speaking military terms, but I can have a private here, or I can have a sergeant major up here. I would take both of their ideas into consideration, and I wouldn't allow myself to think that I got the best idea. That's the same idea I would take with my lady. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I can make most of the decisions, but sometimes those decisions might come from my lady. Sometimes those decisions could come from an outside source, a mentor, or something like that. But as far as like, I just think when money get involved, when status get involved, we only connect our status to a salary. And lo and behold, you can be a businesswoman making $1 million a year. You can still get your heart broken by a bum. Still possible. Still possible. It's still possible. You
And
know what I'm
another
saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can make six figures all you want to, but then at the same time, your baby daddy can be a bum. You know what I'm saying? So it just comes down to the simple fact as
Man.
far as like I stick to the core. So regardless of what your status is, as far as money wise, job wise, this, that, and the third, if y'all both commit to helping each other and bettering each other together and be a teamwork, I feel like none of that stuff doesn't matter. And to me,
can I add something though? Do you feel like success only translates to money though? Like, because I feel like a man doesn't necessarily have to make a certain amount of money, right? But it's about the mindset that that person has, right, and the character
Hmm.
that that person has, right? And so when people say all the time, "Would you date somebody that make less than you or whatever?" To me, it's not even about that, but I do feel like the type of man that I would want to be partners with, right? Because I feel like a true partnership is you provide, technically, for a successful partnership you need to be able to provide something that I can't, right? Because if I have the money, I have the knowledge, I have this, I can do it by myself, why would I go get a partner, right? That's realistically, and let's say I'm speaking about business, right? If I'm going to have a
yeah,
partner in business, that partner needs to be able to bring something that I can't necessarily provide, right? Or why else would I have the partner? um I feel like men, so for me, when it comes down to it, is not necessarily about the money, but it's the mindset. Because if the man has the mindset that I would like in a man, in a leader, right, to be up to par, to be able to lead me, right, you do have to be you have to be able to teach me something, and not that you're going to be strong in every aspect, right? You may be good
absolutely.
at this and I may be good with finances, so when it comes to finances in our household, I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to make sure, you know what I'm saying? So no, not the man that needs to be perfect and be strong in every aspect, but you need to be able to be in a point in your life where you can teach me something, right? That you can lead me somewhere, right? In the better way, right? And I just feel like a man that has that type of mentality, again, not that he's rich, but he's doing well for himself, right? Because if you have the mindset behind it, you should, at this point in the age bracket that I date, you should have something going. Again, not really financial wise, like money, putting a number to it, but the mentality that comes behind it, or the lack of.
Good point. I don't believe a woman would date him. I don't believe a successful woman could date a man less successful than her for too long.
I don't think so. I agree with that.
I just
But if
don't
we're
see
talking
it.
about income,
Yeah, I'm
I feel
talking
like
about
there's
income.
honestly that doesn't matter.
You say that until you get mad and call them broke.
It to me it doesn't matter. It's just like
That's
saying
an immaturity thing, though.
I
it
I
is.
don't know
See,
because
that's
you might
Oh
not
immature.
man,
say
That's
you
immature.
might not say broke, but you will do. I feel like if a woman get mad, she gonna hit you below the belt. It's just how
she gonna say you broke or you small. Either or.
a
It
lot
don't
of
even
Yeah,
you.
matter.
Said
one of
if
the two.
you
Yeah,
can make up
One of
in
the two.
areas where I can't, then I would not shame you. Like this sounds
wait,
So
far
wait. What you
fetched.
say? Say that again.
so
If
If
you are able to
to
bring something to the table
table
that
that
I
I
can't
can't.
do,
What he can't bring? What if you got more money than him? What you gonna feel like he bringing?
but that's like saying if my man has a skill that I can't do, like I know how to cut grass, but let's say
He
I don't.
he probably
He
gonna say you got enough money to pay somebody. Like why you just can't do it?
so
Why you
let me
just
ask a
can't pay
question though.
somebody?
with me, you wouldn't say that. That's just
Nah, he
how
ain't gonna
Yeah,
say
and that's
Let
the
me
mindset
you
we
say
don't
let,
want.
Oh
That
shit, boy.
mindset right
let
there.
me
How
ask
many? What?
Oh,
Go
Tremont
ahead,
trying to
T.
say so. Let Tremont
let me
get
ask
done.
one question. You said that if he provides something, you can't shame him. Even if he doesn't, why do you have to shame him and not try and show him what you're trying to tell him?
but
You
that's
don't
what
have to shame him.
I wouldn't hit him below the belt saying if we get mad, it would never be a topic to say, oh, you know what, that's why you broke. Like that wouldn't even come out of my mouth because at the end of the day, if he's able to provide in an area that I'm not or being sufficient in an area where I am not,
Where would
then I
that be?
can't be mad. I'm not gonna
It,
throw that man under the bus because he's not making as much money as me.
Where would
so
that
for
be
a
though?
sister, yeah, where would they be?
What area would that be? Like I
So
can't the
I don't I
bedroom
don't want
or
to I don't want to have to call a plumber, a mechanic. I
bro.
don't want to have to
If
worry
if that
about
nigga
those
if that nigga not a plumber, he don't know how to do that shit.
He
Most
can't
most
do
well,
likely,
it.
okay, cool. I mean, at
unless
the end
he
of the
like
day,
grew
I
up
don't want
around
to have
it.
to worry
Cause
about
like
that. I don't
most
want to have
men
to work a
ain't on
12-hour
it.
shift and worry about that.
Yes.
It's
So
a
true.
it's a skill.
Doesn't
It's a
mean he
skill to
has to do
plumbing.
it. He doesn't mean he has to do
Oh
it,
my
but he need
God.
to take care of it. I shouldn't have to worry about
Exactly.
that. Get it
Handle
taken
that.
No,
care
that's
of,
fair. Fair, fair.
right?
That's fair.
Like
That's
Because you make more money than him,
Listen,
or
if
because
my
he the
man
man.
knows that I have to be at
because he's
work
the
at
man of
8
the
and I have
house,
to be home at
James.
5
Okay,
and he
okay.
put
I'm just
gas in
Okay.
making
my
sure.
car and food on the I'm not gonna be mad at that man.
Go ahead. No, she was making her point. Go ahead.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like there are some men out there who are willing to make sure their girl's car is maintained, to make sure that there are groceries in the house. Shoot, if he ain't got the money to go buy groceries, that man gonna go to the lake and go fishing for it. Okay, if he can go do that,
Go
then
fishing.
he
He gonna go fishing
he
with
gonna
a
go
fish
fishing
catch
for
that.
it. If he's
Baby,
willing
Well,
to do
this
that,
ain't
he will
1960,
do it.
my girl.
What if y'all
somebody
go
named
live
Earl. That
by
what
the
you
lake?
want.
Niggas
She
fishing.
wanted. She
Okay,
wanted an old dude named Earl.
You gonna put
Yeah,
gas
she
in
I
his
want
ain't
car?
gonna
to
put no
a
Earl,
Johnny
Hey,
Raven.
but
look
She
for
want
her
a
whip.
Johnny
he
Raven.
work with his hands. He ain't gotta make as much money as I do.
It sounds good, but I just don't believe it. I don't
Okay,
believe
I
it.
lived through it. My parents were like that, so I already seen it
But
work.
on the real, man, like honestly, when you look at it, you two ladies may think different, but we're brothers are speaking from experience. Most women, the more successful they get, the more
Right?
difficult they become to deal with.
Oh,
And it becomes a you can't tell me an argument turns into nigga, I make more, I don't need you. The things that are said eventually become low blows, whether it's intentional or not, simply because she's more successful than he is. Every brother who's dated a woman who is more successful than him, more than likely, has dealt with that at some point in time where she's belittled him because she's above him. You may not do it, but there's a great host of sisters that do.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. You're
oh, he
muted.
talking.
Yeah.
Let me reconnect your mic. Say something.
Yeah.
Not you. We can hear you, Tremont.
Oh,
Good.
my
Oh,
bad.
there you go. I think your signal messing up though. Like I don't know if you in a bad signal place. Like you moving slow.
Yeah, he is moving slow.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, Bruna. Like, don't get it confused. Now, I'm top tier with me and LeMay.
I think he was
Don't.
trying to say something, James.
Yeah, it's over with. He gotta reconnect or something. I don't know. Let me try to reconnect him again. Okay, say something now, free think. It's like it's on, but it ain't. Oh, I gotta reconnect you. Hold on. I gotta reconnect you. You good? I just gotta put you back on the screen. My bad. And it should be popping up. There you go. Say something.
We good?
Yeah,
Okay,
speak your
good.
piece, bro.
Now, I was just about to say to T's point, I know y'all had elaborated a little bit more after that, but to T's point, as far as like, getting to that point to where a woman can indirectly or directly go below the belt, I feel like that's up to the man to check it in the
Oh,
beginning.
you gotta check it.
Like,
Okay.
because
Definitely.
I feel like in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? If you kind of, and I say this in a healthy way, if you kind of establish that demand of respect, that slight little fear, your woman ain't gonna play you like that. Period.
Hey, what you say? What
Yeah,
you
unless you
say?
I
strike
agree.
that healthy fear and that demand of respect, your woman ain't gonna never go below the belt. Period.
He
Healthy
got a
fear.
point.
It's like
Who
it's
said
like
he got a
we are.
point? Married with it.
He got a point.
Married toxic.
But that's what I'm saying. Cause think about it now. Like I don't know everybody's situation. I'm assuming I'm just gonna generalize everybody. We all was kids. It wasn't nothing. So your mama was like, I'm gonna tell your daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's daddy was like the big bad whoop in their lives. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's the same thing within a relationship. Regardless if it's a successful woman or not, man, you can still be that man of that household. It ain't just financial status. It's respect. It's your aura. It's your energy.
Yeah.
It's the respect you demand.
But I feel like
You know
you
what I'm
look
saying?
crazy if you don't make more than your woman and you demanding respect. Like I feel like you look crazy.
But see, that
I
goes back to that goes
don't
back to
know.
what.
That's just how I
But that goes
feel.
what my battle said, man. She was like, it's other ways he can please me, and I do believe it's a
But
role you
I
can
feel
play.
like you turn into a tool at that point.
No, not
Yeah.
really. Well, don't get me wrong. Now, if all you offering is dick, then yeah,
Yeah,
you can
I
be a
feel like
tool
that's
off
what you
that.
turn into. Mr. Fix It
Yeah, but
and lay it down.
man,
Like,
I use the terminology as far as like basketball wise. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's roles you got to play to make it successful, man.
yeah.
You just can't. That's it, not accusing y'all of that, but y'all just you can't pinpoint financial status to end all be all. But just like what she said, her being in the
Bro,
military, 14 hour days, man. If she's making more than me or whatever, I can play that role of lightening her load by the time she get home. You
So
know what I'm
you
saying?
gonna
She
be
can come home.
a house husband?
Man, I could, but my thing about it, well, I work too. But then again, let's say in the army, it'll be some days she'll come in at 7, 8 o'clock at night. I can play that role as far as like when she get home, all she can
Yeah.
really focus on is like getting herself together or getting the
So
kids to bed or something like
you'll
that.
do that? I don't believe you'll do that shit.
Yeah, I would. I
All
would.
right.
It's because my thing about it is value. Value comes in many forms, just not money.
So you
You
gonna
could be
rub her
help
feet. You gonna have the pillow warmed up for her.
if need be. I do that. Yeah, but at the
Gonna
same time,
iron
it's
the
like let's
clothes in
just
the
say,
morning.
hey, shoot, I'll do some laundry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'll got there.
I'd rather
I
just
clean
go
up.
work 2 jobs, bro. Fuck that.
James, you making it sound like men don't do that. There are men out here doing that.
Yeah,
So that's
Yeah,
what
there
you.
is.
brother,
So
Jada
y'all
did
done
some
had
laundry
it.
now.
Y'all done had it. Y'all had it.
Yeah.
Where he at
Yeah.
now? Cause I heard both of y'all relationship status.
That was low. That was a low.
Um,
Look at it. You going below the belt, Jay.
He did. He did.
But that's what
Nah,
I'm
man,
saying.
I'm messing with
just
y'all.
because
It
they
ways.
again, just because they were good at certain things doesn't make them potential for anything further, right? And if you're dating with a purpose and you're being realistic and you're already seeing
Mhm.
that some things don't align with where you're going or what you're doing, then you're gonna walk away, right?
But
Okay.
Being
see,
single,
but to your
yeah,
point, though, it's like to your point though, money shouldn't be the end all be all to make or break a relationship.
yeah. There's a lot of other
Mhm.
things that I feel like
Mhm.
it's beyond the money portion. But also just maintaining the house or showing me acts of service may not be
Maintaining the
sufficient
house
as
is
well.
crazy.
There's other things. We may maybe religion, maybe
Okay.
something else that may be important
Take
to me
that.
may not have lined up. I will say I have met great men. I have, some things just didn't align, or maybe it was not a good time in my life or their lives. So I do feel like there's men out here that will do it.
Mm-hmm.
There's men out there that I've met that made less money than me, but had the mindset and honestly just needed the right woman beside him to really
Mm.
fulfill the
Mm.
the financial
I
goals that
like
he had,
that.
right? So
I like
again,
that.
And,
not about the money right
So
now. Now, if you're just completely broke, then again, it tells me a lot about your character
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
not
if
gonna be
he
for
so
me,
if he washing dishes and ironing the clothes, he broke. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-mm.
Oh
He broke.
wow.
If that's
so
what
let me say
he
this.
take it to him, I'm
No,
gonna
that does
take
not
care of
mean
the
he's
house.
broke.
I'm gonna take care of the home. Yeah.
No,
So
I
let me
feel
say
I feel
this.
like what it. Oh, go ahead, T. Go ahead, T.
I got an unpopular opinion about something you said when you were like, "Would you let a woman lead?" I don't think brothers realize the woman really is the leader of the house, whether you know it or not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
You may be the head, but her brain is the operations. So really and
Mm-hmm.
truly,
Mm.
absolutely.
while you the head of the house, she really leading it because she the one pushing everything to go. You just the forefront and picture. It's politics.
So
It's politics in a relationship. You the face, she the money. You the face, she everything else. That's all it really is.
no,
Nah, that's facts.
I agree with it. No, that's a
That's facts.
fair point because at the same time, not many women realize that they don't. But
Nah, I
see
think
now
they
they
do.
not
I think they do. They just
no
don't say it.
modern women is trying to take on this title of being the man.
Oh yeah.
When actually based off what T said, bro, you already running things.
Yeah.
Period.
Why do
Yeah,
you
but
think women want to be seen as men, though? Do you think we want
because
to wear that title? You think we are choosing to have
man,
to have
if y'all
that
been if
attention?
I'm not accusing y'all of anything. This is generalized. I don't never want y'all to come beat my head here. But I'm saying, but as far as like think about it, if you was a baby mama for so long, a single mother for so long, you're not finna just willingly just submit to a man and just be all willy nilly from just straight. Here, you're gonna have to get some retightening and restraightening. You're gonna have to
Mm.
Hell,
be
you been
because those
hell, you been
it
restraining
could
for so long.
it
Yeah.
it go back to that point you made. When you've been doing it by yourself for so long, naturally you're not gonna give that power up. You're
Mm.
not. Regardless if the sex good, regardless of how much money being made, when you've been doing something on your own time, on your own dime for so long, it's gonna be an adjustment period when you finally if you're gonna try to get back to a healthy situation to where you've been a teammate with somebody. I think
Mm.
that's my honest
Uh,
opinion.
But as the man and
I
as the
agree.
head, if you provide that space, then it shouldn't be that hard of a transition, right? But
Uh,
if you're not even showing up as the person you need to be in order for me to be comfortable enough to not have to be that person, then it
Mhm.
makes it even harder. So again, it starts with the head. Men change. I feel like a lot more women would be willing to step down. Hell, I would go be a stay-at-home wife. But in order for a man to
I
even
don't think
show
you can
up
do it,
as a
bro.
man,
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
I think that
nobody believes it. Nobody believes it, but
fry your
I would.
brain.
I
Don't
No.
do that.
would.
Can
I
I
would.
can I say something? Can I say something real fucked
Yeah,
up
get
though?
up in
I'm,
there.
I'm gonna
Get
just
in
be
there.
honest. Now
Pop
the
out.
fucked up statement finna be if you're gonna be a stay-at-home wife, shut the fuck up.
Oh. Okay. Perfect time to switch to the next segment.
You know why I'm not gonna be? Cause you motherfuckers don't
Yeah.
show up and do what the
But when
fuck
I
y'all
say
supposed
but
to do.
when I
Perfect.
say
So until
when I
y'all can
say
get
that,
your shit together, I
but
can't even
Bruno,
think about being a stay-at-home wife.
I'm joking about it, but when I say that,
Damn.
I mean for those sisters who she's a stay-at-home wife, but still has the complaint about every single thing. Hey, bro,
Damn.
he's not
Oh,
gonna remember. He's not gonna remember
oh,
everything.
oh man.
It might
Yes,
be a point that
yes.
I wake up and forget. I take care of everything. I forget to take the trash out, and you come remind me when I get home. You got to take the trash out. You been here all fucking day. Why you didn't do it?
Damn. Damn, that's how you coming?
Amen.
That's how you coming? I ain't
I'm
Amen.
gonna tell
human.
her.
I still forget.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna tell her to
But
take the trash
are
out though.
you
I'm gonna
humble enough
be like, my
to
bad.
sit down? Yeah, are you humble enough to sit down and let him when he takes over being that?
Hey,
Are you
stupid.
humble enough to sit down and let him and be like, you know what? He forgot to take the trash out. I'm not gonna worry him about this. I'm gonna do it instead of saying something to him about him forgetting.
Hey, the chat going crazy. The chat said, hell nah. Keisha said, hell nah.
Exactly.
But look, listen though, listen. Segment 2 is submission. Is it a trigger word or a relationship tool? Um, Question for the ladies.
Mm.
What does submission even no, I'm gonna start with the men on this. What does submission mean to you personally? Is it biblical, emotional, or just a way? Well, we'll start. I'm gonna put it to everybody because it got a man part too. So, what does submission mean to you personally? Is it biblical, emotional, or just a way to say follow the man?
So
Free
I
thing,
think
you
when
go
it comes
first, bro.
down to so I think based off the term of submission, right? I mean, you could go biblical, but you have different religions. So I feel like I connect submission as a role in a relationship. Now, I'm not sitting there saying you got to be on your hands and knees and praising him like he a god or something like that. But submission takes on such this bad word.
Mm,
It gets this bad rap because submission makes you sound like you're weak. You hear a lot of modern women say something. This ain't the 1920s or the 1930s. That's bullshit. So
mm,
you mean to tell me you gonna think it's slave work for just being a helpmate to your partner? You think it's gonna be slave work to do something that one thing that your partner expects? You a slave to that or something like that? So I do feel like I feel like submission is a relationship tool to answer the question. But I think at the same time, it's just like where a lot of failed relationships come from is that most women take the term of submission as weak.
mm,
They take the term of submission
So
as weak when all submission is really being a helpmate.
mm.
so
Help
he
me,
threw the alley.
help me, please.
He he threw the alley. He'll go to dunk.
Oh,
Mm,
First, brothers. For a lot of you brothers, y'all can't lead your way down the damn hall. Stop asking women to follow you.
facts,
Please. Stop trying to lead
facts,
women and y'all gonna lead the relationship and her straight to hell.
facts,
That's the
facts,
first thing.
facts.
Secondly, like he said, a lot of submission has taken on this connotation that it means being weak. When honestly, when that man genuinely loves and cares about you, the
Mm,
submissive part that he's asking you to be is solely his looking out for your well-being as well as his. Your well-being and your emotional state help control his. If you're in a good place,
yes,
in a good state, then he's in one. So a man who genuinely loves and cares about you, asking you to be submissive to letting him lead means sit back and let me be the leader. But understand,
yeah.
if I tell you, hey, baby, tonight you don't need to go out, I'm not telling you that because I'm trying to control you. I'm telling you that because, hey, tomorrow you got a lot of shit to do. If you go out tonight, you're going to complain all day tomorrow. I'm
Ah,
trying to think about a day ahead and not right in the moment.
there we go. And
But
my thing about it is that's submission. That's submission. That's
but
submission.
here's the
I think
Yeah.
that's just
here's the kicker.
respect, though.
Here's the kicker though. Women don't realize that the more submissive you are, the more submissive we are to you.
Oh man.
I don't know, bro.
When
I don't
when
know.
you sit back and let a man lead, bro, we be submissive unknowingly. You can literally be like, hey man, I'm finna go hang out with the fellas. Your wife will stop and be like, man, I'd rather us spend time, I think you should just stay at home and we spend time together. Your plans may
Man.
have been set. You would be like, you know what? She got a point. Hey, guy, hey, I'm gonna
Bro,
catch y'all another day, bro, and sit at the house. Or she
you
may tell
you
you, I
not
don't think
doing
that's a
that.
good
You
idea.
not doing that shit twice.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I could be in the club, and if my girl texts me and say, come your ass home, hey, bro, I'ma holler at y'all.
Oh no,
Why
I ain't
She can
doing
do,
that.
why go to
Oh
the
hell
she can
no.
do,
why go to the club
hey,
though if you
here go
got
the
a
thing.
wife?
She can do stuff you can't. I'm going home.
She can
I'm sorry.
Mm.
I'm
all
going to
right.
the
See,
crib.
I was with you. I was with you on that, but hell no, you better come out because I say this before
Damn.
I let the ladies go because the energy I give, I expect. I'm
Mm.
never gonna question what my lady doing.
You
I feel
not?
like I'm not gonna.
Really?
You
No,
not?
no, I'm not. I'm,
Why?
I'm not gonna blow you up. I'm not gonna tell you who you can hang around with because I feel like at some point when it comes to if you respect a person, you know what I'm saying. You'll communicate. Hey, I'll expect you to communicate. Hey, we leaving the club. We're going to Waffle House. Hey, we leaving
You
Waffle House. We about to go have some little drinks at the bar. Woo, 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 woo. Because I know when
Definitely,
when I go
definitely.
you
out,
yeah.
because I know when I
You'll
go
be
out, man,
cool with your wife going to the club? You
I
cool with
wouldn't
that?
care. I would if
She
that's
in
if that
twerking.
if that's a way for her to
Nah,
like
you want her to be
woo
ball
sign for the
head.
week. If she wanna woosah, go to the club, shake her ass, that's fine.
You
I
cool
don't
with
like
that?
you could dance. You could dance with some girls and
Does she
shit.
got a
But
curfew?
again, no,
Hey, shout out to
I
you,
ain't gonna.
bro. You a strong man.
no, I'm not. Cause my thing about it is the energy I'ma give when it's my turn. Don't fucking bother me. Don't bother me, bro.
That's
Don't
toxic
bother
though,
me.
bro. Like, what is
You
y'all
gonna
No,
get
it's
it
doing,
right
not.
back.
bro? That's
You
No,
gonna
deep.
get
no,
it
it's
right
not.
back.
That's
No.
deep, bro.
But
Y'all both
but
need
I'm
to be
saying that.
at home
But
cuddling, man.
hold on. But I'm saying though. But my thing about it, if it comes down to the fact though, I'm putting my trust in you to go have your fun and do what you do. Like, why the fuck you want to call me 20, 30 times when I'm doing it?
So you
Hey,
No.
I'm gonna be
saying don't
honest.
disturb me while I'm out here rubbing on booty? I ain't gonna disturb you out there while you
And
getting your
I
booty
won't. I
rubbed
won't
on.
disturb. I won't disturb you.
All
Now I'm
Cause
gonna
right,
my
be
thing about
honest.
it is,
there it
cause
go.
like if we legit partners, if something pop off, I'm gonna be the first guy you call anyway.
As your wife,
So unless
as your wife is crazy though at the club. Oh well, maybe it's not though. Maybe
That's
I'm just like weird or something.
I'm
no,
gonna
I
be
don't know.
honest. I don't. I'm not gonna stop you from going and having your fun. But
hmm
if me and Mary B were dating and Mary B like I'm finna go with Bruna and I know Bruna's the whole friend. Hey,
Damn,
you doing what? I'm gonna
damn.
ask you like you gonna wear with who? No, no,
Brona don't even like
you
you like
sure?
that. She the one that told you she shouldn't even talk to you.
Hey, you see the friend who don't like me?
Hey,
See the friend
Bruno,
who always be
Bruno,
like you can do
Bruno.
better. Then I'm gonna be like, hey, you sure you want to go out with her?
Mm.
But that's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And
But
you
think,
good
Damn,
but
enough to
what,
make
bro.
your own
We
decision.
arguing, bro. We arguing. I'm gonna turn
but
up. I
what,
ain't gonna
but
lie.
what you think? But what you think? What you think? Wouldn't you think the biggest flex would be you got this most independent, dominant woman, and and you the only one she submit to? I think that's a flex. You
It,
the only one that get the best version of
Yeah,
her.
it
That's a
is.
flex.
bro, it's
Yeah.
somebody in the
It's a
club.
huge flex.
Gotta okay. All right. I'm gonna let the women go. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling, man?
Mary
Submission.
B like she guilty of some shit.
Submission. Is it
I
biblical,
swear.
emotional, or just a way for the man to say follow him?
You want to go first?
I don't like this
She better say something toxic.
No, because what I've noticed in this conversation, we've gone back and forth. We talked about submission in dating, then we talk about submission in marriage. Now,
hmm
submission in marriage, okay, that's a definite. Like to me, and I'm gonna speak on this very quick. I'm not gonna hold it too long. But submission in marriage is a given. Whether you
Mm.
agree or not, you agree to be with this man. So wherever he is leading, you are to follow. You may not agree with everything, and you can give some of your advice if your spouse is open to hearing what you have to say. But at the end of the day, your spouse has to learn from his own or her own mistakes. But you have to submit to your spouse. Now, with that being said, if I am dating, I'm not submitting to everything you say because I'm still my own person.
Let's
I am
go.
still a single being until I am
Okay.
joined together with you.
How you gonna get the ring though?
I can show you
Yeah.
that I can submit without submitting to everything it is you say because I'm still my own person. And it's up to you. If you agree with what I'm doing or how
You
I'm living, how I move, then okay, then that's up to you if you want to be
Yeah.
with me.
ain't you,
But at the end of the day,
but
if, excuse me,
ain't you your own person when you married to him too?
I am my own person, but at the end of the
Mm.
day, he is leading me. If he is telling me to do something or asking me to do something out of instruction or direction, I am going to adhere to what my husband says because he is the head. And
Yeah.
Even
how
if
we're
he lead you to
supposed
hell?
how he's supposed to be aligned is
Leading
he's
you
supposed to
there.
be submitting to God and I
Yep.
submit to him in that order. There are men out there that's not submitting to God. There are men who are just submitting to their own ego. And there are women who are, stuck in that middle ground, like, okay, he's not making sound decision. Do I still trust him? Do I still go? Well, yeah, you chose to go.
Hell no.
But you chose to be with him. And that's what we have to think about. When you decide to make that decision, you have to remember what you are agreeing to.
Man, and I agree. That's the like spending the rest of your life with somebody is the most important decision you make in your life.
Exactly.
I'm
You're
telling
signing
you.
up for everything they got
I'm
going on.
telling you.
You
But if I'm
let
The
dating,
apart like whoever you choose to do life with will make or break you. I promise you that.
mhm,
you letting your man go out to the club like that?
who
Definitely.
let me man go?
He can
Definitely.
go to the club.
The Holy Club,
Nah,
the
the
Jesus
club.
Club.
The fuck?
Club.
Oh, so he
He
can go to
trying,
church on Friday night, huh?
he,
He can go to church,
Club he going to.
he trying to go to
Bible study.
the climax or the
Know
what?
what?
He's trying to go to Pure. You know what Pure is? That's
Ah,
back in
here's
your
the
day.
thing.
He trying to go to
Um,
Pure.
we can go together
Are
to
you gonna go with him?
R&B lounge or something like that, but we're
Okay,
not going.
I respect the lounge. I respect the
Yeah,
good
the
lounge.
lounge.
Man, couples shouldn't go to clubs, bro.
Married
No,
men shouldn't
no.
go to club.
Nah, because I feel like if you a couple going out, you looking for trouble, bro.
If a married man going out acting single looking for trouble, that's how I feel. Vice
Yeah, they
versa with
just
a
snitch.
woman too.
Y'all
He
said
said I'm
married men
snitching.
shouldn't go to clubs. Is that what you said?
Huh?
No, I say
Married
couples
men
can't go to the
should
club.
not go
No,
to clubs.
Married men.
couples. Oh, you
Couples
talking about what
can go
Jay
to
said?
clubs. Couples can go to clubs.
Nah, couples going to clubs, you might as well be swingers, bro.
You
You might as well be
basically
swingers.
swinging if y'all
No,
don't go to
You
no,
club.
basically swinging, bro.
That's
You
far
basically
fetched.
swinging at that point. Yeah.
What you doing with your wife at a club? Like, what is the intent if that's the case?
Exactly.
But no
Exactly.
So
intent.
imagine him
Like,
going
for
by
those that
himself.
think that way, what would you think the intent is? Why can't they go together to dance and enjoy the music?
Yeah,
Mm,
that's
Nah,
what
you
I'm
can do
thinking. Like,
you pop
mm.
on Bluetooth in your living room and get the dance.
But what if I want to be seen by other people? What if I want people to see what
Exactly my
I
point.
want
Couples going
people
to
to
the
see
you don't
club
feel
what
like
I
you
got?
can have
is no
fun, you
go.
can have a good time once you're married to someone? Do you think that
You
people solely go to the club to look for?
Well, but it goes back to not insinuating Mary B is moving like that, but what she said, I want to go get looked at. Who you think gonna look at you at the club if you're going with your man? Why you gonna put your man through that?
As a
You gonna
single
make you
person,
gonna
I'm saying us, not me. Us.
Talking about women? Women? You talking about women?
Me and my spouse. Like, I want to be. I want people to see what we got. Like, that would be my thing. I'm not trying to have other men look at me, but I want to be seen by other men.
Yeah,
No.
y'all can
Why
go to
would a
McDonald's or
man?
something.
Why would a man be bothered about other men looking at their girl
Bec-
anyway?
Because you got to
Mm,
understand. You got to
mm.
understand
Good
at a
point,
club, and some
Marona.
people got like
Why you
about
cuz?
5 to 10 drinks in them. You know, some people can go off the rails, bro.
and some guys, and there are some men who will try your man because he wants you, and he gonna
Exactly.
try him just to see where he's at.
Exactly. Then
There are
soon
guys who will see it and
this
be like, I'm gonna check him.
You ain't
and then
willing to
soon
die. You
The
ain't willing to
restaurant.
die for your girl, bro. You
man,
ain't willing
Hell,
to
look,
die.
hell no.
look, I ain't catching no bullets for nothing. You
Nothing. I
crazy
don't
out your
give a
head.
damn who you are.
You want to take a bullet for your wife?
You
I'm
wanna
not
pop out?
what?
You wanna pop
You
out
want
for
to take
yours?
a bullet for your kids?
What's funny? He take a bullet
My
for his,
kids, yes.
but don't take a bullet for his woman.
Oh,
Wow,
don't
that's
you
Man.
say that
crazy.
again, girl?
My kids, yes. Look
Y'all
here,
expect
look.
y'all expecting me to feel bad? I don't. I do
I
I,
bet
not.
you don't.
I do not.
don't give a
I do
damn.
not. I
Not
don't give
James
a
said.
Don't
You're still single.
don't give a shit.
no. But see, I'm gonna take a bullet, man.
Mm.
You gonna take a bullet?
You can
You
still
gonna take a
defend
bullet for me?
your woman, okay?
you want to know how you avoid getting a bullet? Don't go to the club in the first place.
You can catch a bullet anywhere. You
Okay,
can
we're
catch a
not talking
bullet.
Shit.
about being at the
You can catch a
club,
bullet
okay?
anywhere.
Just period in general. You would not take a bullet for your wife?
Okay, so let me ask y'all this question. If it's his
No,
ex
as a
girlfriend, about to hold on, hold
professional.
on.
No, just
No.
hold on.
My answer is still no. No. So my thing about it is, I asked this question: if it was my ex girlfriend about to shoot me, would you step in front of that bullet?
I push you
What
out
does
the
it
way.
matter? First of all,
Look at you,
I
look
push
at
you
you.
out the way.
Would you take a bullet?
Stand there.
you are
Everybody's
the
gonna stand
protector.
there.
Why, as a
No.
woman, especially if I have kids, you want me to die for you? No, you're the man. You're the protector. Going back to biologically, what we are
Mm.
set to do. You're
Hey, but
supposed
no,
to.
I'm saying though. But
You're
if you got
supposed
the,
to. I'm for
if you,
you. I give you my
I'm
life.
saying
I
though.
submit to you, and somebody come to shoot me, and you're not protecting me.
My thing about it is, it depends on who's trying to shoot you.
So if somebody robbed the
I
house,
defend this
would
crazy.
you not defend your household?
Of course,
That's hard to believe after all you done
of course.
said.
No, I'm saying though, it depends on if you come to my place that I have my peace. Of course, I'm gonna kill you. But what I'm
Oh,
saying
it's not
is,
about her, it's about you.
no, what I'm saying, what I'm saying is though, but if we're just like based on what T said and what we said earlier, If you putting yourself in a situation going to a club, you gonna have some off the rail type dudes. You gonna have some off the
Not in
rail
the
type
club,
dudes.
but you said generally, in
You said
period,
anywhere.
you
You
But
would
like I said,
rather
if I gotta
your
protect the
wife.
house, cool. If I gotta protect the house, cool. If I gotta do something, yeah, of course I'm gonna step up and do that. But let's just say for the sake of argument, like if you got like an ex or somebody you had a fling with coming to kill you, what the fuck you want me to do? More than likely, you was talking to him behind my back.
Tremont,
No,
join the
that
chat.
is not most likely. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
shit. What's your ex boyfriend coming to the house for?
Okay, somebody's coming to shoot my wife. Wait a minute. Let me see your ID. Do y'all have history
Oh.
together? Let me make sure you're not somebody who has fucked my wife before I let you kill her. That's crazy.
That
But
is
I'm saying
deep.
though, I'll protect my wife, bro. But everybody ain't jumping in no fucking bullet. Y'all wouldn't jump in the bullet for a man.
They
Look, I
would.
ain't
You
got
know
a man
what?
right now, but I
Actually,
would
somebody
defend my
told
man.
me a story today, and you know what they said? He was getting shot at. Okay, him and his
Mm-mm.
wife were in the car, and he jumped. He jumped over to put his body over her. And you know what? That's exactly what saved his life, because the bullet that came after that would have went through his heart had he not moved to protect his wife.
Mm.
How
So
you? But
like
how
you
you
said,
know the guy? How you know the guys that was shooting when people she was talking to behind his back? Though?
because and guess what? He was driving in the car, like they were just shooting or whatever. He was driving the car. So what? Did you want him to get out the car first and check to make sure that wasn't her ex before protecting
Right.
her? That's what you do
You
when
know
you love somebody.
you know what you know what his car look like and stuff. Hey,
Get him off that. Get him
hey,
off
let me
that.
tell you something. Hey, if I see
I ain't
if
even
I know
think
your
of
ex
that.
if I
That's
know your ex
crazy.
boyfriend had a blacked out Jeep and a blacked out Jeep come up and start shooting, hey man, hey, it's time to go see God, bro. Go on
Listen,
handle
if
your
you
business
know
out there,
that
bro.
much about her
Are
ex,
you
then y'all
serious?
probably don't want to be together, because why is he such a
Mm.
big factor in the relationship
Mm.
to begin with? Because I don't
Because
know
my
what my man's ex drives or barely what she looks like.
well, I'm just
Like,
saying. I'm just speaking in general, though. I would assume as y'all getting to know each other, you're going to talk about your past, right?
talking about it and talking about situations or what you learn from it is different than sitting here and literally scoping out somebody's life who I dealt with in the past. I feel like that's irrelevant.
So in so many words, y'all expecting the man to jump and take a bullet and die, and then you move on and get remarried like 6 months later.
My husband, yes. Y'all expect us to carry a child and potentially lose our lives when we're delivering a child for y'all, right? So, yes, I expect that as well. I expect you to protect me fully. So, if it
But when
becomes
it
between
comes to
you,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
choose me every time. Choose me every time.
Yeah,
So my thing
I'm
about it, but
popping out
but
though. I'm gonna pop out
having a
tomorrow.
baby can happen. Having a baby can happen more than one ways. There's only one way you can get hit by a bullet. Is being in front of that motherfucker. You can get a C-section or you can have natural birth. You can do some
So, you
stuff and
chose
not get
to be in
harmed by
front
a
of the
baby.
Do
bullet
you
now?
hear
Or
yourself?
she chose the ex
I
that
do.
came back and shot her first?
I'm just saying, but I'm asking, but I know it's extreme. It's a bit of a reach. But what I'm sitting there trying to say, it's like, of course you'll want to protect your lady, yes, but it's under certain circumstances.
Under certain
So you
circumstances.
would
Period.
stand up to your girl's ex and let him know that you're the man. Like, this is my girl. This is my woman. And there's
Yeah,
no but
I'm gonna say something, but once that piece come out, what the fuck I got to say?
it's not so
What
much
the
about
fuck?
what you got to say. It's more so what are you gonna do? It could come
I
out.
would I would I would expect my lady to grab my arm and be like, Taylor, come on, man, just get out of here.
Okay.
Cool.
That's fair too. But
Yeah,
if you catch a bullet on your way out, then what? You gonna leave her
he's not trying to shoot me though.
because you got in the way of a
He
crossfire?
probably gonna pop you too, just off principle.
I know,
Mm.
right? I know, right?
He's gonna
But
go
that's what
ahead
I'm
and pop
saying.
you too.
But I'm saying, that, but of course, you'll jump in front of a bullet. Yes, of course, you gotta protect your lady. But let me ask this question to bring it full circle.
Mm.
I feel like you should only do that for a woman who's actually submissive to you, though. Would you jump? Would you jump in front of a?
Your
Would you?
wife.
Would you?
Listen. It's
Hey,
your wife. Okay,
sometimes
you committed to this woman. You said your vow to this woman, right?
yes,
You're okay. So you're telling me once you commit to your wife, that is your wife,
mhm,
right? I would hope that at this point y'all have developed a relationship.
of
She
course,
trusts you enough to trust you, lead you. So she should be submissive, right? The woman you choose to marry, correct?
of course.
Okay,
So,
so
but
once you made the decision to marry her, she already met all those criteria. So what are we talking about?
so
Why
based so
does
based off
that
your
come back up once she's about to get shot?
so based off your principle, that's a great point. But based off your principle, if you following me, we're not gonna be in no situation to where we can get shot.
Damn, bro.
You can
Hey,
get shot anywhere, baby. Anywhere. Okay?
I know,
Anywhere.
rightly so. Now, if somebody's breaking in my house, I'm gonna kill you. Yes, but following my lead, I'm gonna make sure we in places we ain't gotta worry about that shit. Hopefully, you can't just say you
So
safe everywhere.
ordinary, you don't ever got to worry about her life.
Yeah, of course I do.
That
I'm aware about her life. But my thing
so
about it is, but my thing about it is, if I got the type of wife who constantly want to go to places where it's not safe, eventually, hey, you gonna crap out, man.
the
or maybe
club
you're
is
just not
crazy
letting
though.
her. You're not a good leader. She's not following you.
So,
That's is
so
that
I'm not a good leader because I value my life.
She's saying
no,
if you
because
have
your
to
wife
end
is
up
not
in
submitting
places
to
like
you
that.
or trusting what you're saying. She's not
Mm.
following
If
you, and what you're saying
if
has
my wife,
nothing to do with whatever
I
she's
know
willing.
I feel like based on a woman's submission is the version you get of the man.
Mm.
Period. So
Mm.
Then I do feel
fit
like what
if
you
you
do if
fit
you're
the
the leader and if you're the head of this relationship, right? If you're the head, again, y'all pick and choose when y'all want to. I'm this, I'm that, I'm the head. Okay, so no, I am a reflection of you, not the other way
of
around.
course. Of
Mm.
course. But
Mm.
even with that being said though, again,
That is true, man.
will I be willing to put my life on the line for a woman that picks and chooses when she wants to submit?
That's true though. Bruna says something that I look at a lot. If I see a man and his woman not in accordance with him, I'm gonna lose respect for him because the type of woman you choose is a reflection of you.
I have to disagree with that, Jim. I have
But
to disagree with that because sometimes you could be a squared away man. It's the woman who on that bullshit.
but
But then
you
why
if
you
you
with
stay
her?
with her, you lame to me. Like you tripping.
Well, my
Like
thing about, but a lot of people, but you got to understand, some men take on a lot of shit, bro. I don't judge people who do that. I don't judge. I speak up if I feel some type of way about some shit. But
yeah.
it's some men who feel validated by having somebody with them, though. I think. But my thing about it is, just like again, it goes back to that point I made. Your level of submission will be the type of man you'll get out of me. Period.
Mm.
If you can submit to me with no questions asked, I do exactly what I need to do, no questions asked. But I'm gonna match your goddamn image. If you gonna sit here and pick and choose when you want to do it, I'll pick and choose when I want to do it.
So you gonna stay with a person for what? Stay with her for what?
But the thing about it is, if I'm married, you have to biblically, of course. But if you're going through that process before you married, nah, hell no, I'm matching your energy on whatever you do.
Mm.
I don't
I
feel like that is the characteristic of a leader or of a head of a
oh
household, right?
oh.
Because again, if I go in my business today and I match the energy of the people that are following me, right? My
Hmm.
agents, right? They look up to
Yes,
me. They're following my lead. So
yes,
if
ma'am.
they're doing things that doesn't align with my brand and what we stand for in our values,
Mm.
that doesn't mean, oh well, let me go act like you, let me go post these things, or
Mm.
talk, handle my business this way to match your energy. That's not how you correct the behavior or you lead somebody to do better, right? If you're the leader, you don't match the energy, you
So,
educate and you
so
lead them the right way.
There you go.
Facts. And
But
that's
what, but
so
what,
I
but
say,
what, but what if you doing that and she still ain't trying to oblige?
then you
You still
fire
do
her,
what you're
bro.
supposed
You
to do.
fire her. You fire her.
Yeah, you do
She
what
But
you're
fired.
supposed to do.
once you married, man, it's death before you death do us
The
part.
signs will be there before you marry her.
Not
Hmm.
unless it's her
so
ex trying to steal her.
No,
The
no,
signs will be there, bro.
it's some people that still got married with some red flags.
Yeah,
Of
of
course,
course. Of
But
yeah,
how
course.
yeah, of course,
They most
Yeah.
likely
jump
ended up
into
divorced.
marriage?
you
yeah. Go ahead, T.
you said she said correcting you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that it requires a level of emotional intelligence.
Oh,
But
oh
let's
yeah.
be
Mm-hmm.
real. Most times when a man have a conversation with you about you, all hell break loose.
It don't
Mm.
go far. It don't go far.
I
So
okay.
saying that he should correct it ain't as easy as you implying it is.
But that's how
Like
you get
most
to
times
see
when a
how you
man
manage
speaks on you
conflict with
But
her.
about
but
you,
you
it starts a whole catastrophe.
If a
And
woman
another form.
is
Oh, go
constructive
ahead.
criticism, then that's not the woman for you. If she's not willing to
No, that's
challenge
facts.
herself to build
Facts.
with you, she's not for you.
And
Facts.
also, again, it goes back to trust, right? Because if I trust that you have my um
Best
you
interest.
know, the best thing for me in mind, like if I trust your judgment and I feel, you know, like my best friend can call me out on things because I know the feeling is genuine, right? She's looking out for me
Yeah.
versus saying something to talk me down or to make me feel less than, right? So I, you know, my
Absolutely.
mom can say something to me and I can be receptive of it because I understand the intentions, you know, the way you talk to women, you know. Now if you're always down talking your woman, talking over her, not listening, doing whatever you want to do, and then you want to come back and correct her, of course your woman is not going to hear it. And a lot of women are immature. Success does not translate to maturity, right?
Of course.
I agree.
So age doesn't, right? So I think it goes back to
Of course.
maturity. It goes back to trusting your partner and having that level of communication. It's a lot that I can say to you in one way and you take offense to it, and I can say it to you a completely different way to where you're not offended by it. You
All
know,
I'm,
I'm
But
hope
see,
that
but sometimes though you but some people got to understand women would kidnap the conversation because she's emotional. What man want to deal with it?
any man, because
Because
guess what? Women are emotional creatures. So that's something y'all just gonna have to understand and go with it. Y'all want to, let's go back to
so
y'all want us to be nurturing and caring and
Yeah.
cater to y'all, but y'all don't want us to be emotional. Pick and
Yeah.
you
choose.
could you can do all those things and still be emotionally intelligent.
You
two things
can.
can be
It's
true
a
at one
choice.
time.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Being
It's a
emotional
choice.
doesn't mean
Yeah.
you just don't know how to handle your emotions, right? You can be
So
emotional and be emotionally intelligent as
it's
well. Again, goes
Luna,
back to maturity.
what I'm saying is not all women
Somebody said
are
go
like
date
that.
a man, bro. That's crazy. They talking
They
Like
probably
crazy
already
in the
doing it. Whoever said that.
they talking crazy in the comments.
not
Who
all
said
not
who
all
said
women
that?
are
Who
like
said
that.
that? Who
But
said that?
what we're saying is when it comes to
Somebody
emotional
said.
intelligence, most women want a man that's emotionally intelligent until that emotional intelligence is about her.
Uh,
Oh, thank you.
but
Thank you.
let
Wait,
me tell y'all, let me drop a key to y'all, bro. When
Look at that.
a
Look at her. She
woman,
can't. She's smiling because she knows the truth.
but look
My
no,
though,
but
bad,
I
Jay.
a
want to make
woman,
that make sense because I didn't get it.
a woman don't listen,
What I'm
bro.
saying is,
Get it out, Tremaine. Then I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop out with something.
uh, all I'm saying is this: you a lot of not necessarily saying you guys. I'm not trying to put y'all in there, but
Yeah.
generally speaking, most women will say, "I need a man that's emotionally intelligent." Well, his emotional
Hmm.
intelligence pointed out the flaws about you that need to be corrected, and he speaks on them. That ain't what his emotional intelligence was supposed to do. It was supposed to do something else, and he was supposed to ignore the flaws.
Hmm. That's how a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
women
saying.
are, man.
For a
I'm
lot of
telling you.
women,
They
the
will.
emotional intelligence is
Yeah.
supposed to ignore certain things and adhere to certain things.
A lot of women think a man's emotional intelligence is let them get away with their emotions. No.
All right, let me
I
pop
mean,
out. Let me
for
pop
one,
out. Let me pop out.
okay,
Hold up, I'm bad. Look, let's check it out. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret, bro. But sometimes Lou may catch me slipping. I be tired and she'll get mad and she'll say some shit and I'll be like, "What the fuck?" We'll go back and forth. But a lot of times, bro, you just gotta let them get that off. Like they want you to be a rock, so like you stabilize them by not
No.
falling for their emotions at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because women are allowed to be emotional, bro. That's why they want a strong man, so he won't go for the bait. She wants you to be stable for her. Because right after she do all of that, and you don't turn into her when she do that, she gonna come back and be like, "I'm tripping, baby. What you want?" Or she don't say
Nah.
that.
Hell
I
no.
promise, bro.
Nope.
I promise.
Why
I
you gotta
promise,
bounce
Nope.
bro.
that off me for you to
Bro, you a
really
you a
Exactly.
man, bro. You a
Exactly.
man, bro. You a
No,
man.
Jay. No,
You
Jay.
a man.
No, Jay.
Just chill, bro.
you
Mm-mm.
shouldn't have to run
Hey,
that
that's
I,
off
why
me
you
for
married.
you to
That's
realize
why
you
you married
bullshitting.
me.
no. Oh, no. 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 No.
I'm
No.
I'm saying
Jay, you don't even strike me. You don't even strike me as that type of dude,
you
man.
can't know what I'm saying
Mm-mm.
is you can't turn into a woman when she being emotional. You can't get
No,
emotional
you
with her. You
can't.
just gotta let her go through her emotions.
But what I'm saying is, it's like me walking in the house and telling the woman, "Shut the fuck up," and she be like, okay. And then I come back and realize later, damn, I shouldn't have said that.
If my
Why the
wife
fuck did
tell
I
me,
have to
Exactly.
say
if
it
my
to
wife
you
tell
for
me to
me to
shut the
realize I
fuck
shouldn't have
up,
said it to you?
if she tell me to shut the fuck up, that turn me on, bro. I be like,
Man, Jay, what
oh,
the
she
fuck, bro?
feisty, bro.
What the
Well, you
fuck?
toxic as hell,
She
boy.
feisty.
You get horny. You get horny on conflict, bro. What the fuck is that,
Yeah,
bro?
cause I know she don't mean it. She just going
You
through something,
toxic.
bro. She just
So
going through
soon as
something.
she say shut the fuck up, your dick get hard, huh? Get the hell no, Jay.
I bet
No,
the next time y'all girl
no.
tell y'all to shut the fuck up and you be like, make me, and you grab her something, it's gonna be fun, bro. It
Oop.
ain't. It's just gonna
Every
be cool,
time,
bro.
Hey,
It's just gonna
every
be cool, bro.
every
I'm not
time,
saying that to a man. I'm
every
saying
time I.
free.
Oh,
I
what
can't
you
let
say?
him
What you
flow
say,
out
Mary
there.
B?
I'm
What you
with him
say,
on
Mary
that
B?
one.
there is a difference in a woman saying that to a man and a man saying that to a woman. Like there is a
How's it different?
I'm not saying it's
What's the
passive.
difference?
What I'm saying is, if a man were to come at me and curse at me, I'm gonna be like, who are you talking to? Like, I'm not gonna be able to receive that because him and his masculinity, that's too much for me. Like, I tell a man
What you
quick,
say?
cursing at me is the first thing to get me walking out. But for a woman to express her emotions, and women are emotional, like you said in the beginning, men are biologically set one way and women are biologically made another. You
Absolutely.
have to ask yourself, what is within my bandwidth to accept when it comes to her emotions? And then for her, what are you willing to accept from her? What is she willing to take from you? Because we both have limits. And you just have to make sure you know what yours is and she knows what hers are. You know what I mean?
So,
I agree with you on
Mary
that.
B, my thing is this.
Go ahead, T.
Although y'all are emotional creatures, like at the end of the day, you should be able to control your emotions enough that it
Amen.
doesn't make you lash out.
Amen.
Bro, I'm
Just
not.
because you're emotional
And
don't mean you got the
okay,
freedom to emotionally
I
react.
think. I
There you
And
think.
it's
go, T.
supposed to
so
be cool because you're an
okay,
emotional
I
creature.
think you just gotta
Victor,
chill, bro.
I'm
Like
a
you
so
gotta
what?
understand that she gonna do that shit sometime, bro. They got
because what if I
No,
have
periods.
Jay.
They
no?
No.
got
What if I have
periods,
my
No.
bro.
first
They
expression?
got
What if
hormones
I
and
have
No.
shit,
Hey, no.
bro. You gotta.
what if I have my
Periods ain't no
I don't
excuse
want to
either.
say none
but
of that.
it is
I
an
don't want.
excuse. My
No.
estrogen levels
No.
are
No.
How
high.
is
No.
everything
No.
an
It is an
excuse?
excuse.
No.
You
Nope.
ain't.
I think periods is a myth and postpartum is a myth. Period.
It's not a myth,
Damn,
and you need to
bro.
Oh
go
my
research
No.
gosh!
it.
You know that
No.
that right
Wow.
there tells us everything
No.
we need to know.
No.
Wow.
So
No.
let's just
Because
move on. Let's not get
Damn, bro.
at the end of the day, you have a choice before you act out every time.
It ain't like a
Damn,
woman is
bro.
putting a gun to your head and trying to kill you. It ain't that deep. Like a woman ain't trying to come out here and commit violence up against you. It's literally
Of
verbal.
course.
It's verbal. So at the end of the day,
But
you can choose too. What am I going to take? And you, at the end of the day, too, there are some women you just can't talk to. You can't confront when they're that
Yeah,
combative.
yeah, facts,
You have
facts,
to walk
facts, facts.
away.
exactly,
But that's
exactly,
okay.
exactly.
That's okay. As the man, as the head, it is still on you to be the stable one and to regroup the situation because the
But
woman is
how much can a man take if the woman ain't trying to evolve?
that's what you have to ask yourself before you leave. That's what you have to
Yeah.
ask yourself.
Yeah, bro. You.
So Mary B,
If she tweaking that much, just
can
don't
I
be
Mary
with her,
B,
bro.
like
can I
you
just
you
add one
just
more
said
thing to
that
this conversation? Listen,
you
just one
said
more
a man
thing. I
cursing at
do.
you is a no go, right?
Going back, just going back to again how men are and why women show up the way that they do. Y'all are so soft. Y'all are soft as hell.
Whoa.
Y'all want to be this alpha male, this head of the household,
Mm.
this whole persona, ego driven people, but you cannot take a woman being emotional. You want to match that energy? It's crazy. For you to not
Oh no,
understand
ma'am.
how
You
women
cannot connect my
I
value.
don't.
work,
You cannot connect. No, I'm saying you
Wait,
can't connect a
wait,
man's value as being a
wait,
leader to your
wait,
bad
wait,
behavior. No,
wait,
ma'am. No,
wait,
ma'am.
bad behavior, no. I'm saying you're soft.
wait.
You can, as an alpha man, as a leader, for you to get offended, that offended. You're so upset about somebody being emotional,
Hold on,
about
wait,
having a
wait.
menstrual cycle that's gonna automatically make you
If it's
emotional.
something
For
stupid,
you
hell
to
yeah,
tell me
I'm gonna
that
get pissed off.
postpartum is not a real thing is
I got,
crazy.
I got, I,
I think it's fake.
You. They
let's
I think
let's
say.
it's
let's
fake.
bring that back
They
right
say
quick.
you should get worried if a woman
Let's
stop getting pissed off. That's
Hmm
I
what they
don't care.
say.
She
yeah, you
if she
should.
you play with fire,
But
you're gonna get burnt. Period.
Wow.
listen,
You get to
let's
jump
bring
and
that
suit
back
it.
right quick.
Hey, whatever.
You said if that's soft. I,
Yeah, niggas
You know,
niggas is salty
that's
days.
a
I ain't gonna lie.
toxic
Niggas
thing.
soft.
Jay, you
Niggas
a
salty.
troll,
That's
Jay. You a
there
troll,
are soft men.
Jay.
There are some tender dick men out there.
Trolling, man.
But at
No,
the end
you're
of the
right, T.
day,
You're right. You're right.
at the end of the day, you come and telling me, motherfucker, I did it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm supposed to take it because you're in an emotional state. But when I say motherfucker, leave me alone, and you'll be like, oh my God, I can't do this. It's the same shit.
Mm.
It's the same shit both ways.
And
So
they
that
know
means
that.
you
And they
soft
know
too.
that.
No, I think
What's
at
If
the
you
end of
what?
can't
the
take
day,
me
you
being
have an
pissed off,
unfulfilled mother
because
role.
being pissed off is an emotion and reacting, then guess what? You're soft as well.
Duh.
I'm
I am
supposed to
supposed to
be.
be
Duh.
soft. I mean,
Duh.
I'm
literally
supposed
supposed
to
to be. That's
be.
what
But
y'all
Duh.
that's
want,
what I'm
right?
saying.
Y'all want a
Duh.
Because
tough
you having an
woman, right? You want a tough
emotional state,
woman, right?
don't give you a right to talk to me a certain way.
No. Thank you, T. Hey, boy,
Okay,
Oh
that
shit.
got to
again,
be in the Bible somewhere. That's gospel right there, boy. That's
disrespect
gospel.
and being emotional. Okay, again, goes back to maturity. Yes, a woman should have to be able to control and not just say crazy shit to you or
Yes,
downvote
man.
you or be belittling to you every
Facts.
time
Facts.
she feels
Facts.
emotional. Yes, but
Facts.
are women going to be emotional? Are we going to overreact sometimes?
Yes.
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 A lot of times it's not even something that we have full control over.
And
Yes,
But
the
no, ma'am.
quicker
No,
But
the
ma'am.
quicker
No,
the quicker you
ma'am.
accept that
No,
though,
ma'am.
the better it'll get, bro. Cause you won't take it personally. You be
Dang,
like,
no,
oh,
you stop,
she just
stop, stop
going
trying to
through
sell people
something,
that
bro.
BS. Hell
She
no.
going through
No.
something, bro.
I'm gonna
You
tell
you
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 now,
give me
it
the
ain't too many times you're gonna talk crazy to me. I'm gonna be like, all right, bro,
yeah.
this ain't funny.
That's a fact.
So
That's
so
a fact.
so
Happy for
so
you.
That's a
so
fact.
you so you so so y'all divas.
No, man. It's just boundaries and respect, man. Boundaries and
I mean,
respect.
long as she ain't calling you know. I mean, I don't know, bro.
Ooh,
I'm trying to get what
And
y'all.
look,
I'm trying to get what y'all saying, like,
And
cause
yeah,
no,
and
I
look,
just
I
my
have
thing is this.
seen women and how calling men, the
My
B
thing is
word,
this.
all kind of crap.
I used to
Yes,
be
I
the
do feel
person
like
who,
some
if
women go way too far. Yes,
yeah,
and we can go back and forth all day because there's a lot of shit that men do as well, and
absolutely.
that I can speak of that you guys may not
Absolutely.
do and may not.
Absolutely.
So I think our point of view and what we're speaking when we are talking about being emotional and what you guys are talking about maybe two
mm,
different things in two different aspects, and because clearly y'all just maybe some women have just, I don't know what these
can I
women
tell
are
you,
doing
can
to y'all,
I tell you
but
what I noticed though?
uh-huh.
Can I tell you what I noticed? Every time we said something about women, every statement
yo,
was a
your
hot
phone going out,
take.
bro. We can't hear you.
Yeah, he on that road.
Yeah, you on there? You might be in a bad reception area or something. It's like staticking.
But see, it'll go back to the point that I brought up. All this emotional stuff that y'all talking about. If you feared your man, you wouldn't even think about doing it.
I
If
don't
I
want my woman to
fear,
fear me though. That's kind
Nah,
of wild.
you gotta have some fear. You gotta have some fear in your marriage, Najee. You got to.
I
You
think
I
gotta
it's
feel
have
like
some
like
fear.
fear
respect,
and things
bro.
of respect.
Respect. I don't want her to just
Well, I
fear
mean,
me
but
though. I don't
at
want
the
to
same
feel like
time,
no bully. I don't want to feel like no
you gotta
bully.
have that aura. You gotta have that aura when you walk in the house. Everything stops, bro. You do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get what
Yeah,
you're saying, bro. I don't even use the word submission though. Like, I don't even feel like. I feel like I
Yeah.
just get that shit natural. Like, I'm just that guy, you know.
No, I know. I feel what you're saying though, but at the same time, what I'm sitting there trying to scream, it's just like, bro. But what they're saying, you're going to be emotional, but you're not going to be emotional to a man that can snap though. You won't do that. You won't.
I think eventually. I
But y'all,
mean,
yeah,
I think
but
eventually it's hard to
y'all
find.
expect them, y'all expect the man to take a brunt of all that. Come on now,
But it ain't that
come
deep
on
though.
now.
Once you realize it ain't that deep, it ain't gonna impact you like they gonna be like, bro, she just
So
be
let me
tweaking.
ask y'all this question then, ladies. Let me ask y'all this question. So you saying it's natural for women to be emotional, right?
Mhm.
Right?
Yep.
Do
yeah,
we all agree?
Yes.
Okay, so would you give us that same grace if we naturally can't be with one woman? If we was to cheat, would you understand that that's what men do? Would y'all give us a pass for that? Hey, well, men just being men. If we had that same excuse, well, you know how men is. We have multiple women. You know how it goes. Y'all ain't gonna let us get away with that excuse, will
I don't see where that is supposed to be a biological fact.
we? Sometimes no, men are natural predators. We chase women. It's natural. It's biology.
And you
So
and
we was
say
if we was a and we were to sit there and cheat, Miss Mary B, and we was to be like, man, you know how men get, men, come on, men do this. Y'all ain't gonna take that as the same as y'all should have saying women get emotional.
Biologically, men need sex, but men don't need sex from multiple women. So you can try to sell that one all you want to.
Oh, Mary B, no, yes, it's true, but it goes back. But men can smash a woman and not be in love with her.
And they saying you a disgrace to society, bro. They
Who
snapping
said
in the
that?
chat, bro.
Who said that? Who said that?
Miss Batson, she said you a disgrace.
Who's this? How
Anthony
old is Miss
said
Baxter? Is Miss Baxter a grown woman?
she like 22, 24, something like that.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Fuck you.
Anthony said you need to get him
sorry.
off. Yeah, they going in. Gonna watch laughing. Mental health is not a myth. You need to talk to the counselor. Say you need help, bro.
Anybody with those opinions, I don't care. It's just the God on the fact. It's the truth. Y'all can't sit here, but those same type of people, I guarantee you.
And you know what, friends, stand on that. You know, I hope that the woman you end up with is okay. And no, please, before you marry a woman, you're not married, right? You say you're single?
No, ma'am.
He said God.
It's in God.
He said
It's in
something about a
God
God.
thing.
Yeah, it's in God.
Yeah,
It's in
okay.
God thing.
That means I would just hope that you disclose ahead of time, okay, the things that you have disclosed today, so that woman can make the choice to be with you in her right mind, okay? Like, I'm gonna lay it
But
out.
see, go ahead.
Don't believe women should be emotional. Don't believe in postpartum, and you would not take a shot. You would not get shot for your wife, right? You wouldn't take a bullet for your wife.
1000%.
Just so crazy.
You gonna go to the
but my thing. So my thing is this though, right? But what I'm hearing from y'all is the fact that I can stand on my boundaries. I'm a bad person. Because I got boundaries. Because I don't want no woman nagging all the time. Because I got standards on how you should behave. I'm a bad person. Not saying y'all accusing me of that. I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking in general. I'm not blaming y'all for that. This is a great conversation. But I'm saying that. But as far as like, if I'm standing on my standards in business, and it's like, bro, I just got enough respect for myself not to tolerate that type of behavior. That don't make me a bad person. So my thing about it is, I'm emotional.
Have your
boundaries.
You're not a bad person for that. I just want you to be very honest with the women that you're involved with, so they know what they're signing up for if they end up with you. That's it. But
that's the thing about it. You wouldn't have to worry about problems if you're doing stuff the right way the first time.
So as long as they do whatever you say, they're not too emotional.
No. It's not whatever I say. No. Because I don't control nobody. I'm not gonna be like my lady's master or nothing like that. I'm not doing that. But what I am gonna do is just like, I feel like men and women are equal in this aspect. As functioning adults, we have choices to behave and we have choices of what we say. Every time, I don't care how mad you is, I don't care how emotional you get. We have that 5 to 10 second choice before something comes out of our mouth or any action we make. We're functional adults.
You say that because you have had a period, right? And you've had a baby and gone through postpartum. Oh, well, no, postpartum is not a thing. But you've gone through those cycles, so you can speak facts about them, right? You can speak facts on that because you've been through.
So my thing about I see both sides. I see both sides of the spectrum. To your point, I see both sides of the spectrum. I seen a woman who had a child still fully functional. I seen some women who had some children and took her man down through that. No. Now, granted,
different.
But this is what I'm saying.
Differently, their bodies
exactly. No, but it's still not no excuse. It's still not no excuse. I seen women still be on some good, healthy behavior, period wise, after a baby, while she pregnant. It's still a choice. Because my thing about it is to your point. As my woman is pregnant and giving birth to the child, it's on me to create this nice environment for her from the jump. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like if she got that comfortable environment through her whole 9 months and then after the baby, okay, cool. None of that stuff will be warranted, in my opinion. So you mean to tell me if you have a guy who went to every appointment, made sure your prenatals were good, treated you right, did everything, you had the most perfect pregnancy, and you mean to tell me I'm just gonna have to take the fact of your attitude and this BS because of postpartum.
Okay, I got a question.
Damn, bro. Hey,
Those
Yes.
they
are just,
said they gonna lift
what
you
is
up
your
in prayer, bro.
response?
They said they lifting you
Hopefully
up
It
in
don't
not.
prayer,
matter.
bro.
It don't matter.
Anthony say he gonna lift you up in prayer, bro.
They can lift me up in prayer, but I can guarantee you, majority of them people commenting probably got a female that don't respect them, and they probably got a
Mm,
man that's beating and cheating on them anyway. So I don't care.
damn,
Okay,
Go
okay.
ahead,
damn.
ladies.
What is your initial response to your woman if she just begins to cry? You don't know what's wrong. She can't tell you what's wrong, but she's crying. What is your initial response?
My initial reaction, Miss Mary B, that's a great question. I would come up to her, baby, what's wrong? Is this something we need to talk about? Is it something I did? Is it something that's bothering you or something like that? Cool. Now, if she end up being like, well, Taylor, I'm just emotional because I'm emotional, I'm going to walk the fuck off. Period. I'm going to walk
So
off.
if she's unable to articulate why she's emotional, you're just gonna walk away.
I give her that space. I give her that space and time to get these emotions out. But one thing I would say, let's just say, if it's me and you, Miss Mary B, I'll be like, Miss Mary B, you could be going through a lot right now. Let me give you space for a couple of minutes. I'll come back to you when you're ready to talk. Is that fair?
To some, it would be fair. Okay,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
me, it would be fair. For me, it would
I
be
got
fair. But at the end of the day, postpartum depression shows up in many different ways. Sometimes it's unexplainable how they feel or react. So I get it. You did bring up a great point. You have to prepare that environment. You have to make it already. So when they do
Yes.
have those spells, they know you can still tap into your emotions and say, okay, my man is a good man and I'm gonna have to tone it down. But there are some women who are erratic and cannot control. Like there are some times where they just have a chemical imbalance and they cannot control it. So as a man, what are you gonna do?
And it goes back to the point you made that I 1,000% agree with. When it comes to that type of behavior, to where that chemical imbalance got them acting like that, I'm good as gone. Period.
Mm.
I'm good as gone. Now don't
Listen,
get me
can I
wrong.
just say this? Can I
Go.
just say this,
Yes, ma'am.
please?
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
Yes, ma'am.
This is why
Yeah.
a lot of women, especially emotionally intelligent or just smart women, period, this is why we're single, okay? This is the type of man right here. This is the mentality that I come across so much, okay? And not even when I'm getting to know men, but just
Yeah, of
talking,
course.
right? In the industry that I'm in and just dealing with different people. This is a lot of men's mindset today, and this is why women have just stepped up and taken matters into their own hands and not waited, because this is the type of mindset and treatment that we are receiving, you know? And then sometimes, and most times, it comes from a motherfucker that can't provide shit, don't have no money, and have this type of mindset right here.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
Now,
And
so
it's hard.
1,000% agree with you from I 1,000% agree with you from that aspect. But one thing I will say, I can guarantee you what I'm saying to be so profound. I can guarantee you this is a small percentage. A lot of women are single because they're self-inflicted, and it's stats on that. And it's stats on that.
Well, you should believe that, but don't
Yeah.
believe that nothing else that women and that are stats about it as well, and a lot of studies about postpartum and hormones and how women are
Oh no,
balanced.
that's my personal opinion. That's my personal
Don't
opinion.
believe
That's my
none of
personal.
that. Believe on in things that go with what you want to believe in, and push that narrative.
So
Read that.
let me ask you this question. This is a great conversation. Let me ask you this question. So with that being said, right? With that being said, at what point, at what point, and it goes back to Mary B's point, you know what I'm saying? At what point will women hold themselves accountable for this chemical imbalance that she so nicely described? When women gonna hold each other accountable for that? I can be a good man
Do you
through
know
and through,
what
and
know?
you mean to tell
Do
me?
you
I'm saying
understand
no.
how it works?
What? Yes, ma'am. Explain to me how it
No,
works.
I'm asking you. Do you know?
Mm.
No
Because
what?
how do you expect a woman to take control over that? What
So,
as a
but
woman,
it, but it,
how do you foresee a woman being able to take control of that? She just had a baby. She, let's say it's her first time having a. I've never had a child. I can't even speak on postpartum, and I won't speak
yes,
on
ma'am.
it. in that manner and say that it's not real. I've watched women go through it. Some women don't ever go through it. Some women go through it way deeper. Some women kill themselves over it. So no, I don't believe it's just a choice. Oh, I just had a baby. My body just went through all these changes. But let me choose to be a bitch right now, to be so emotional, and piss my man off or nag my man. Like, do you really feel like that is a choice?
So yes, it is, because it goes back to the point. It goes back to the point that I made. When it comes down to when you with a particular woman, you set the standard from the beginning, and you be consistent with it. You communicate thoroughly. You communicate cleanly. You be straightforward. You don't do no. You're not passive aggressive. You express these things from Jump Street, and I will hold the man accountable when it comes to being in that leadership position. You got to have a grip on that from Jump Street. Women do get emotional. Yes, I'm emotional. Yes, but I can guarantee you, on so many times, it's like, and many times that I found myself emotional when I'm lashing out, I check myself, bro. I get to the point where I know when I'm kind of off balance, when I'm kind of into one of those moves, I probably go to the casino. I probably just go ride, listen to some music. I set myself straight first. I would. Because my thing about it is, it's like, again, I'm going to show up for you 24/7. You see what I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm showing up for you. I'm there for you. I provide this safe space. I'm doing all things common. I'm sorry, if I'm doing that consistently, it's not going to be good enough to sit here and tell me that I get emotional from time to time. You just got to deal with it. That's a spit in the face.
I
It
feel like
is.
I
It's
feel
a
like if you
spit in the
just use
face.
your deep voice, bro, she gonna chill.
Jay, you
Anthony
so
said
stupid, man.
Anthony said I finally agree with this man. I think he was agreeing with you within the first part what you was just saying. But
Yeah, but
I
that's what I'm
think
saying.
women I
You
think
agree
women get a
to? What
pass for
has this
being
man
emotional.
said that he agreed to?
Oh, come on. Now, I'm telling you,
Shit.
What could he possibly have agreed to that has
I'm being,
came out of his mouth?
I think the
I'm saying though,
accountability
because
part, holding itself
Yeah,
accountable. I
the
think that's what.
accountability.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Mary B, I'll use you as an example. How long you been in the army, Miss Mary B?
11 years.
Haven't the army taught you how to take an L and go about your day?
Yes. However, I'm
Yes,
still a
ma'am.
person. I'm still a person in the army, and I'm a person in real life. So
Mm.
Absolutely,
there's two sides to that
absolutely.
coin, though. But yes,
But
when I'm
yes,
in
ma'am.
uniform, I know how to conduct myself. Now, when I'm out of it, I act how I want to act. You know.
No, that's fair. I'm not pinpointing that. I'm pinpointing the fact of your emotion. Even when that first saw that somebody said something that pissed you off and fucked up your day, you're not gonna snap at him because you're not gonna snap at your boss because you don't want to lose your job. What's the difference between your man?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not always been tact in that way. So I will say
Of
Mm.
I have
course, of
tact.
course.
I got some
But I get
scenarios
what
But
you
for
mean.
y'all too. Oh, go ahead.
I'm only
Go
highlighting
ahead.
Mary B as far as in like when you kind of get in that 5 to 10 second window of making a choice of what's gonna fuck you up or set you up for success. What's the difference between having that same mindset with your partner?
Women
It's the
do have
same
that.
thing.
I believe women do have that mindset. Like you
Yes,
said,
ma'am.
if I have a good man, I will
Yes,
think
ma'am.
twice before I say something crazy and lose this man. Because as we know, a good man is a dime a dozen. It's hard to
Of course.
find. So
Yes, ma'am.
I am going to think twice. Now, if you really just brought it upon yourself, whatever comes after that, I can't hold myself.
Yes, ma'am. That's a fair point. But that's just the only thing I'm highlighting. And again, men carry a lot of stuff. I say my resume. I don't care. I have 3 baby mamas and 5 kids. So my thing about it is every day is something. It's like I'm never, for me to just have a peaceful day is is a rarity in the situation, and I'm not complaining about it. But once I'm getting all this energy, man, I still have Taylor still have to hold Taylor accountable and stay sane, man. And so what I do when mother freaks get too emotional, I just don't talk to you.
I feel like
Period.
you are harboring those emotions that you're getting from these women on any future woman because
Mm.
what you're dealing with them, you can't even take a tenth of what you get from a new woman. And I don't think that's
No,
fair.
but see, But see, but here's the thing, though, Mary B. That's a great point, 1,000%. And once again, in every situation, I don't bring my baggage with me, but I started that same point as the blueprint. As my role as a man coming into a new relationship, I need to step up and make sure I am. Nobody's perfect, but I need to show up in every way possible to make this next relationship function. That point blank period. Out of all my children's mothers, point blank period, they'll tell you they ain't got a bad thing to say about me. But
Cap,
I
cap,
guess no,
cap.
I'm serious. I'm serious. No, I'm talking. Now, granted, the shit I'm talking, of course, but I'm saying though, but it's like the simple fact. Anybody can tell you, you want to push my buttons, do some illogical shit. That sets me off all the time.
But that mean
Do
you
some
don't like
illogical
that
shit.
mean you don't like women, bro, because they stay doing that
No,
type
no,
shit,
no,
bro.
no, no, no. Nigga, I
Because
love
that's
women.
what they
I
do.
love, I
They
love
do
women.
shit like
I
that.
love women.
Shit be
I
crazy as
love
hell.
women.
Like,
You love
I would say something controversial, but I don't want to get you canceled. I don't want to get you canceled. But I will
they
say,
gonna get
to the listeners in the comments,
right.
this is gonna be controversial. I'll be honest with you. To the ABCDEFG, you know what I'm saying? To that community, I can't see how y'all do that with all these women in this world. But that's all I got to say. But again, to my
Mm.
original point, it's like I love like it's the thing. And I know I can't be shit without a good woman. But at the same time, y'all know this too, man. So I'm assuming for y'all very successful ladies and all this stuff. And I'm pretty sure y'all done probably been with some guys that y'all make more money than. Is that a fair assumption?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fair assumption? All right, cool. I turned it on.
I
So
wanna do a
that's
scenario with y'all, but how y'all feeling on
huh?
time? How y'all feeling? I don't want to keep y'all up too
That,
late. I ain't gotta go to work
oh,
in the
oh
morning,
my,
but I know y'all do.
but okay. Well, I say this. I say this. Then we can probably go to thing. It's like, but it comes down to the simple fact. If we hold ourselves accountable, it won't be that many problems. Now that's not necessarily a fact, but I'm pretty sure if you held yourself accountable, if I hold myself, if T hold themselves accountable, we won't find ourselves in certain situations rather than if we did something impulsive. But to the original point I was asking y'all ladies, y'all been with a guy that made less money than you, right?
Yes.
I have,
And
yeah.
I'm pretty sure, y'all to set the standard for your man as far as like being available, sex on a regular, doing things, holding your man down. Is that safe to assume?
Some of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, so if that's the case, and you mean to tell me if you showing up like that every day, and this man here still dealing with mommy issues and all this trauma and all this shit, you ain't standing for that, are you?
Of course not.
Yeah, but
Okay then. But why do I have to take a woman being emotional and can't handle her emotions then?
again, you're speaking about so many different things. Trauma and dealing with your trauma, and a woman being naturally emotionally more emotional than men, two different things. We're not talking about past trauma. We are talking about our bodies
I
and
have to
how.
disagree. I have to disagree with that though. I have to disagree with that because this is what I'm saying. What if this particular man that you're with, that you being so emotional with, what if that's a trigger for him because he had a bad relationship with his mama?
Then he needs to go deal with that. He needs to seek
Oh,
Deal with the
professional
trauma.
help.
oh,
He
It's
needs
something
to admit
completely
that
oh.
he needs to seek professional help.
But do y'all? But I'm saying that. But y'all can't sit here and say, "Oh, a man. In order for a man to be this man's man, he got to take my emotional bullshit." No, that's a logical fallacy, man.
Mr. Taylor, it's a difference
Yes, ma'am.
if the beginning of the relationship things were great. Like you already know
Yes.
that person's persona. You already know how they act. Now you bring pregnancy and all this into play. That's all we said. Things that are beyond control. Science.
We can hear you now, Tremaine.
If she's pregnant, if she's after she's had the baby or going through a menstrual cycle. But you know, outside of that, outside of those things, you and her, the chemistry is great. She's great. She's
Okay.
submissive. She does like you guys are able to have a good cohesive relationship. But during those times, you can tell it's a little rocky. That's all we're saying. Are you going to
And I,
leave just based off of that alone? If you cannot help her, um, navigate or
Traumatic.
try to stabilize her emotions, even though outside of all those things, she's good. But during these time periods, things are a little shaky.
Mr. Mayor B, okay, I'll preface my stuff with this. In some situations, you're going to have some stuff where your relationships are going to get challenged. Yes,
Right.
you're going to get challenged. Yes, I agree with that. But to answer your question, in my most humble opinion, it's not my job to fix you internally. It's not.
Somebody
A lot
asked.
of a lot of a lot of women think a man taking an emotional episode and dealing with her bullshit is his job. No, it's not. And
So
I'll make another point. I'll make another point too. As far as like when we were talking about submission, another form of submission is how you speak to your husband. Another form of submission is checking your emotions with your husband.
so all right. Can y'all hear me
You
now?
should not be speaking about submission anymore, okay? Because you
I'm a,
have
sub-
to
I'm a submissive guy.
word
Hey,
for
can,
being submitted to, so that word just need to exit your mouth.
Oh man, I'm
hold
a,
on.
I'm a
Can
submissive.
y'all
I'm a submissive guy. Go ahead, T. Go ahead, T.
can y'all hear me now? All right, man.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Free, I can't agree with you on that, bro, because I've been clinically diagnosed with depression, and I
Okay.
go up and down between moods all the time. So I can understand what she mean by a woman having a chemical imbalance that creates this moment where her emotions aren't stable, and she can't give you a reason why. I totally understand it.
Okay. So
Now,
T, let me ask you a question on this. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, T. Go ahead. Go ahead.
someone who doesn't have that, who just is lashing out for emotions, yeah, you should be accountable that your actions aren't 100% good. I agree with you.
Not
That's
fair.
holding accountability that I should have controlled my emotions to how I acted.
T, to your
That makes
point.
perfect sense.
To your point. Okay, veteran to service member. If you had PTSD, and shoot, you
Okay.
probably do. But if you have PTSD and you're dating someone, wouldn't you expect them to still want you if you're dealing with whatever it is you're dealing with that?
Yeah, I want you whether you fucked up or not. I mean, it's ill what it
So
is.
so
Nah,
no
if you
You
messed
can't
up,
be
so
I don't
to
want you,
dealing
bro.
to
I ain't gonna lie. I
with
don't want you. I
emotions.
ain't
So
gonna lie.
I
no.
We
but if
all are
you
working.
have
I ain't dealing with
PTSD,
all that shit.
how would you expect your woman to deal with you?
Okay. So that's a good question. And to answer your question up front, yes, I would still want somebody to build me. But on that same flip side, see, one, I appreciate you being honest and vulnerable about that. Not many people will admit that, so I respect that. So, but also my backup question to that, even when you're dealing with your depression, haven't you got to a point to where you found certain things to when you get in that mood that you kind of center yourself, like probably listen to music, reading a
So
book. Haven't you found some things to like kind of like do
He
that?
said read a book.
so for me, I'll be real. For
Mhm.
me, I feel it and I automatically distance myself before I even get into those moves. That's me. But
Mm.
I can't say everybody's learned their triggers to do that. But I also will say this from a person who has been diagnosed with it, what James just asked. I honestly felt at one point that I didn't want a woman to date me because I felt she shouldn't have to deal with my issue
Of course.
because that's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with somebody who may suffer from bipolar disorder, PTSD, any of those actual things. The same with postpartum.
Absolutely.
A woman can't control her emotions after postpartum depression. She can't.
Yeah.
There are moments that shit gonna fluctuate.
Yeah.
It is what it is. She can't
Yeah.
control it. But
Bro,
as a
He's sick
man,
of my shit.
top
He's so
bro,
sick of
it's
villain,
my
our
bro.
shit.
job. I'm gonna be real.
You
As a
top
man,
villain
it's
for
our
that
job to
shit.
step in that gap and be that
Yeah.
shoulder for her to lean on when she feel like this.
Oh, but T,
You top villain, bro.
1,000%. 1,000%. That is the way you should handle an emotional woman. But I ask, in a sense of you handling that emotional woman, and it keep happening week after week after week after week. T, you ain't gonna sit here and tell me, and even and respectfully, even when it comes to what you've been diagnosed with, a woman can only be able to take so much if you're not able to control it.
Oh yeah, she's
And now
not.
you
I mean,
can't.
that's true. She's
Yeah,
not.
yeah. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
all you said.
Even with the simple fact, as far as like women are naturally emotional, as they lovely how they express that they are naturally emotional, and I think women are naturally emotional. But I think women can women can take some time. Well, they can at least have the solution as far as like finding something to contain it. Like why when
What
you
makes
get
you think that?
emotional,
What makes
why your man gotta be the punching bag?
what makes you think that? What makes you so
Because
confident in that women can control it?
I believe y'all two do it. Y'all are prime examples, right?
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
He said, "Yeah,
Sometimes
sorry."
I'll
Y'all
start
don't.
getting emotional before I even start cramping. Okay, I'll just
Mm.
randomly start crying for no reason. So again, you cannot speak on things that you don't go through.
No, no,
Okay,
no. But this is
I
what
know
Some
I,
this is what I'm
I
saying though.
know
But this
coming
hold
up
on.
because of the emotional, and it's not something that I can control. I don't say, "Oh, I'm about to just start crying." No, I just get very emotional. Our bodies react differently. It's not
If you
something
by
I can
yourself,
control.
if you by yourself, cool, cool. That
Again,
if you by yourself, that's
I
fine.
thought your job was to provide a safe space for me. So you, one, you can protect me physically,
yeah,
and
he
now
ain't
you cannot
taking
So
a
I'm
give
gonna
me
take
bullet
a
the
for
bullet.
you.
space or
So
give me the space to be comfortable with you to share those emotions with you, right?
Yes, you
That's
can. I'm gonna open up that. I'm gonna open up that door and communicate with you. I'm gonna communicate.
okay. Let's go to the next topic, y'all, because this man is about to
for sure. Look, so I got I got a scenario. I got a scenario for y'all. Let me put it on the screen.
She hate my ass, but damn, I done made another enemy. Shit.
I don't hate you, but
Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get
sorry
it. That's
for
So
the
all.
let me
That's
people
put
all.
saying that
let
for
me
you.
let
That's
me
for sure.
let me put the scenario on the screen.
A nigga ain't got a chance. I ain't shit.
So check this out. Check this out. I got a scenario for y'all. We'll probably do one or two. A woman makes six figures. Her man makes 50K. She wants to go on luxury trips. He wants to budget. Should she adjust or upgrade?
That's a great question.
Anybody can answer that.
I can't wait to hear these ladies. Go ahead. Go ahead.
However, I was living before you, I should still be able to maintain that for myself with or without you. That's
Absolutely.
my personal
What do
opinion.
that mean?
So if I'm going on luxurious trips before you, or I should be able to go on luxurious trips before you, not to get with you and think that I'm going on luxurious trips. If I had it like that then I should still be able to maintain it like that when I'm with you.
Absolutely.
So what you
Whether
saying?
you got it or
So
not.
you saying you gonna upgrade?
I'm not saying I'm gonna upgrade. I'm saying I'm still going. With or without
He
you, I'm
say
still going. I'm gonna go.
so you will upgrade.
Oh, so
You
you if
still
you was
upgrade.
married, you just leave your husband and go on the trip?
If we both can't afford to go and I already had something planned, I would still like to go. Is what I'm saying.
SOL, yeah, SOL,
Oh,
SOL.
oh, so
Okay,
husband told you to stay home and let's budget. You ain't gonna submit because you can still go on trips.
okay. If we're married
Yes,
and I
ma'am.
want us both to go, I would be willing to foot the bill if it's still within my own budget to go.
Yes, ma'am.
However, if it's something that I had already wanted to, like me personally, not a we, but
Hmm.
if it's something
Yes.
I wanted to go do without you, and you just thought, well, I want to come along, but I can't afford it. Well, if you know you can't afford it, then let me go.
He gonna be taking pictures. He gonna be looking on Facebook. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. So let me ask you this question then, maybe.
You already knew what my
So
life
and
was
so at that
before you got with me.
so so let me ask you this question. So let's just say you go on this trip by yourself that you obviously you earn, of course, because I know what you deal with on a daily basis in the military. But you know what I'm saying. You earned this vacation. You want to get away. Woo, woo, woo. What if he feels some type of way and get emotional? What would you tell him?
I would
He's stuck
respect
on
him.
that. He's stuck
I
on that.
was right. He's stuck on
He
that.
ain't gonna let
I
that
would
slide.
still respect his decision. If he asked me not to go,
Mhm.
I would take that into deep consideration. I
But
would
you
be
make more
respectful.
money, so he need to shut the fuck and mind his
No,
business,
I would
right?
not talk.
Oh,
I
That
would
okay.
what
not.
you want to say, Jay. That what you
Yeah.
want to say.
I would not. I would not.
That's why I don't think a woman will really be with a man if he make too much less
I
than
would.
her.
But I've been
Like
with
I
a
don't
man who's
really
made less than
think
me
it'll
and
work out.
still provided a space where I felt
Of course.
comfortable to
Yeah.
respect him. But I would still respect him in that aspect. If he asked me not to go and we're married, married.
Why would y'all not go together though? That'd be crazy. But isn't what's yours is his? Like I would be. I don't understand the point.
I already planned something, and
Why was you not planning with him though? That's what sounds crazy to me.
everything ain't gotta be about us, even though we're married. I could still do something by myself.
So
I can
you
still go on
planning
a
trips
girls trip.
without your husband? Wow.
I can still go on a girls trip if I'm married. I don't see how that's a bad
Oh,
thing.
yeah, of course.
Like
You can go on a
I can
solo
still
trip
do a
by
solo trip
yourself.
if I'm married.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I think
yeah.
two individuals still have to have their own lives, even though they're married.
So you
Still have
so
more
you
than
cool
just
with your husband's planning a trip to Miami without you, or
With his
going to
50K budget.
the
my
DR,
man
or going to
planning
the
a trip
DR,
without me.
going to the DR without you?
I mean,
How the fuck you do that with 50,000? I already know what she gonna say.
Oh shit.
if he wasn't doing it before me, I would be questioning. Like, oh, what makes you want to do it now? But I wouldn't be like, oh, you can't go. Because who am
Okay.
I to say he can't go if I'm going by myself? That wouldn't be fair.
Bet, bet.
Amen.
What y'all got to say, Bruna and Tremont? I saw Bruna smile at the question when I first asked it. He was like,
Mm. Yes, Miss Bruno, we all listening.
Well, I do feel like um when I do get married, I would hope that our finances would be together, right?
right.
So, and yes, and I feel like I have been in situations before, right? That I feel like, okay, I've worked my butt off for the last 10 years to build this lifestyle that I want to have. And honestly, it's not even about the lifestyle, right? But I know I can go and do certain things. And I feel like sometimes, and it's really me not trying to be intimidating to men, I do feel like I have to, or I feel uncomfortable
You have to
sometimes wanting
shrink
to do
yourself. You feel
certain
like you got to
things,
shrink yourself
right?
sometimes.
Yeah, like, I've been in situations, not recently, but, I think when I was more actively dating, right, that I would kind of wait, especially if I felt like the guy didn't have that much money or wasn't, financially there, and I'm getting to know this guy. I'm probably gonna wait to see what you're gonna order first versus me, right? Because I know what I want to eat and I know what I can pay and I can afford on here, but I don't ever want to put a guy, a man, right, in a situation where he's uncomfortable financially, right? So I do feel like, again, why people should they in their bracket, not saying that you can't, but you do have to have those tough conversations and lay things out how they should be, because I don't ever want to feel like I'm not being able to experience the things I know I've worked my butt off to be able to enjoy, because now I feel like somebody's drawing me back, or I want to make that person feel included, right, and they don't have the resources. But again, that's something that I feel like is the point of dating and getting to know each other and being their relationship. Because again, if I feel like your mindset and I can help you build beyond where you're at, whether I'm making 100 now and you 50, I'm confident in myself and what that can turn into, right? So hopefully that won't be even a topic of discussion, right? Is, can we afford this trip? It's a simple yes or no. There is no, I make this amount and you make this amount, so I'm gonna go and you can't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at a point of marriage, that shouldn't honestly again be a topic of discussion.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Uh, let's do the next scenario since we got a little more time.
Those some good answers. That's good.
Let me see. Let me pick one. Pick a different one.
See, y'all look like emotionally intelligent women. Y'all don't look like y'all just have emotional episodes.
Okay. Here you go.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
Scenario 4. For the men, the women, y'all can jump in, but I want the men to shoot first. You finally meet a woman who's feminine, peaceful, and soft, but she expects you to fully provide. You're stable, but not rich. Do you rise to the occasion or pass because her expectations are too high?
You definitely rise to the occasion. You definitely rise to the occasion because my thing about it is if you're in a situation to where you're stable but you're not rich, but then again if the woman is putting 110% in that household, then that needs to be a much motivation for you to give her the world. Period. Step up. That's what a man's supposed to do. Step up. and give that woman who's giving you everything, taking care of the household to where you ain't got nothing to worry about. When you come home to a cooked meal, you come home, the laundry done, all that stuff done. Hey, yeah, step up to the occasion. Period.
I don't know if we can hear Tremaine. You talking, Tremaine? We don't hear you. But
But
yeah,
not, but you do that. You do that for a woman who's really invested. Period. You do that. There's no questions asked.
Bruna looking like you full of shit. But
See, oh my God.
Yeah, I just need you to mute him sometimes, James. Like just randomly put him on mute. We gonna act like we can still hear him, but we ain't gonna listen to what he's
We
gonna
can
say.
hear you, too. Miss Bruno, like that is so toxic. I'm hurt.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we will hear you, too.
Yes.
So you said repeat that one more time so I can give you the right answer. I don't want to say no crazy shit.
the question. I mean the
Yeah,
scenario. You finally
yeah.
meet a woman. You finally meet a woman who's feminine, peaceful, and soft, but she expects you to fully provide. You're stable but not rich. Do you rise to the occasion or pass because her expectations are too high? I mean expectations are too high.
That's a good question. I ain't gonna even say that's a good question. That
I'm passing,
honestly,
bro. I'm passing. I ain't gonna
uh,
lie.
honestly, honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of stuck between the two on that, simply because
It's a trap, bro.
yeah, I feel like it's a. I
Like
feel
it's a
like
trap.
she ain't gonna never be satisfied.
It's a
But
trap.
at the same time, it's rare to meet a woman who has all those qualities too. So you might be passing on somebody and may never get that again. Meeting your expectations, honestly, being more than stable should be your expectations within itself. It shouldn't be that woman's expectations of you. That should be something you have for yourself anyway. And you just trying to get there even more now that you met her. But in the same sense, she may not ever be satisfied where you're going either. So
Use
it's
your
kind
big
of
head,
both and
boy.
both.
So you gon' you so you saying no though? You saying like you wouldn't pay all
Yeah,
the bills and
I ain't gonna
stuff?
lie to you. I'm probably gonna. It ain't even that I don't want to. I want to be the sole provider. I don't want my woman to have to worry about anything. But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably pass on that one.
Yeah, and the reason I would pass, ladies, not because I don't want to pay all the bills. Once I get to that point, it's coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Well, she just keep her whole check. It's not the point of that. I feel like women that do that or feel like they not supposed to help you if you go through rough times. They'll just look at you
Right.
like you got to figure it out.
To. It's supposed to.
What?
Yeah, like if y'all partners, y'all supposed to help each other, man.
Oh yeah. But I feel like she
Yeah.
wouldn't though because she feel like you. That's like a part of being a man is you figuring it out. Like she
Oh
she
yeah, of
already
course.
got it covered with like her femininity and softness and stuff.
But that's the thing though. So you mean to tell me if you had nothing to worry about at the house, you wouldn't want to try to,
What'd you say?
like if she was taking care of everything at the house, well you had nothing to worry about. You just had to go to work, make your money, go to work, make your money, go to work, make your money. It's like you wouldn't try to, man, I got like that type of energy, you wouldn't be willing to just go after it just to please her. If she's doing everything in her power to make sure that you good.
If we are if like say time reversed and I'm already living like that, like everything is boom boom boom, then yeah. You get what I'm saying? But if we come in this together, college students, goddamn, I'm broke, you broke, we making ends meet, and then we
Yeah,
get to a
yeah.
better place, and then you just on some shit like I ain't trying to help you, you gotta feel like nah, I ain't feeling it to me, just for me. But if I was like that successful before her, then it wouldn't matter to me. It wouldn't matter.
Mm.
But it's like if we
Okay, so
came
you,
in it sharing and splitting stuff together, it's I don't know, it's just different to me.
Nah, I get what you said, but it's just like, so you
Especially if she
rather
went to
you
school and got a degree. I'm like, why did you do all that just to not like contribute? That's to me, it
no
just
that
sound weird.
that'd be a that, I won't disagree with that. That'd be a fair question. But I shoot. I mean, but like I said, I mean, I respect how you feel, but I feel like if she 100% solid, bro, man, that's enough motivation for her. Because again, I feel like the partner you choose will elevate you or bring you down, man. And
Mm.
if you just got a woman just doing that, like just in her femininity, doing what she's supposed to do, and ain't barking your ear off or stressing you out, man, hell yeah,
Do
hell
everything.
yeah.
I want.
I'm
I
overtime 12 hours. Yeah, four
yeah.
12s, right?
I like my women a little feisty, bro. If you don't fuss at me, I'm gonna get bored. Like, I just
I do
I
like
need that
aggressive women.
sometimes.
I do
Yeah.
like aggressive women.
Oh,
But
what?
here's
What?
how do you know?
Okay.
No, I'm not. Oh, go ahead, T. Go ahead,
How
T.
do you know that like how? My question is, how do you know? Like, even though you can say that, yeah, having a woman who
Of
does all
course.
those things every day, you so she could say, yeah, I 100% have your back and I'm gonna be there no matter what. But what
Hmm.
happens when you lose your job? What happens when you can't provide how you used to? Not all women are gonna sit there and be like, I got your back and we gonna do this together. There have been numerous times that you see it on TV now, often, whether they're famous or they're regular people, because of how much our lives are broadcasted on social media, women leaving because the man no longer can provide the life he once did. So I'm with James on that, bro. Like
We see men
me
leaving for
providing
way
it,
less, for way less.
Damn. Damn.
you I'm
So
gonna be honest with
yeah,
you.
for
If I see a
way
red flag with your
less.
ass, I'm gonna leave
So
too.
yeah. I think
If I
that
see a red
women will deal with the finances and the issues with finances. Again, depending on the caliber of women y'all dating, but they will deal with that versus the BS that a lot of y'all
Hmm.
do and expect for the women to stick around. I feel like a woman that loves you is more willing to put up with those things than other things, right? Like infidelity,
what do
right?
you
Or
like like
you
what?
aggression or whatever may be a trigger for her, right? But
Mm.
I feel like women will stick around. Actually, everybody knows women will stick around for the BS, regardless of what that may be, way more than men are.
Hmm.
Men are so quick to jump and
Okay.
go to the next thing. First of all, we don't care if you agree or disagree because we're not worried about you. Do you, Mr. Sir, on the right?
Hell
Do you
no. Hell no.
on the right?
Hell no. That's coming from somebody who wants you to accept her having an episode privately. Hell no. No.
You just
No.
said you like
I know that. I know that. But
Do
I'm
I
saying though, but okay, so
I
you have
agree?
okay,
shown your
Do
emotional
I
instability.
agree
We're
with that
not listening.
statement?
but see, I have to disagree. I have to disagree as far as like uh
No.
it's you'll know up front whether the woman I say you'll know whether the woman is your type of woman in general, man.
I
Because
don't
if again,
I
you'll
don't
know
think
because
women
just as consistent as you is getting up going to work every day and she's doing that same thing shit for the household, bro. That's enough motivation in itself, man.
me and my
I think so.
girlfriend
That's just me. That's just
are
Miss
You
Bruno don't
going
believe it,
out.
but it's me. I would.
You going out, Tremont. Can't
That's
relate.
what I would strive for in a relationship, man. As far as like just that particular role, man. Because I'm
Hey,
assuming
robot.
I'm assuming within her doing all these things in her soft area and stuff, she's speaking life into you. She's like
you
she making you feel like a king after the world and beat you up. Man, that's enough.
lazy.
I'm telling you, the
That's
the
enough
Go.
for what? That's enough
the
for
power
what?
of a good woman, man, makes you the best man you can possibly be. Seriously, I do believe that. You
What
you
exactly
you
makes
hustle
you the
for a
best
woman. You don't hustle for no the other word. Y'all know what I mean.
Mm, mm. Look, man, I've really enjoyed y'all tonight. Really have. I
Oh,
think,
James, did you mute him? Because I can't hear him
yeah,
and I love it.
I definitely muted, fam. But it's because of his background. It
Oh,
ain't
yeah,
because of what he said.
this is
His
this is the
background crazy. But and I think
Uh,
Tremont trying to talk, but it ain't going through or something.
so,
You
I
saying
get
something
where
now,
she
Tremont?
coming from.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Personally, I get where she coming from. I can't say I 100% agree that women will put up with more because I think back in the day they may have. I think now where we at, especially women having the amount of educational success and success in their careers, y'all don't put up with as much, and you are faster to leave when things
Mm.
come about. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong,
I
and I'm not
agree.
saying all women,
I
but
agree.
I think
Yes,
with the access and
compared
availability that y'all
to
have, y'all don't.
true, compared to women, right, in a different era, a different time. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying, but
yeah.
we are still more willing to accept more BS than men back
The
then,
reason
and now. Definitely back then, but still now. I feel like women
can
will
I,
put up with a lot. Go ahead.
can I say this? You know, the only reason I don't agree with that is that,
Mhm.
like you said, y'all are more emotional and we're more logical, right? I'm gonna speak. I ain't trying to speak for Jay. I'm not trying to speak for free. But a lot of times we've been tired of y'all shit for 2 or 3 years. We just still love you enough to deal with your bullshit. We be tired of it. We really be
amen.
like, bruh,
Damn,
I
bro.
don't want to hear that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I
Because
think
we are more emotional, we are more willing to
yeah,
stay in a
that's what
relationship
I was
because
finna
we have
say.
emotional attachment
Cause
to
Hey,
they
it.
be like, I
no,
love
We
him. I
have,
love
But
him, you
there is
yeah,
know?
I
no
will
And be
give
on
it
life
that.
that.
in our world. Again,
Yeah,
that's just
I
my
give you that.
perspective. My
I think
perspective.
I think
I feel
women
like we go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I think
Yeah, I
women
agree
do
with
put
that.
up with more though. Cause like, yeah, niggas gonna fall short, bro. You just gonna fall short sometimes,
I,
bro.
but
It's just is what it is.
what are women dealing with, Jay?
What they dealing with, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You
I ain't gonna lie.
people like
yeah,
I'm a
that.
hard
That's
yeah.
what
nigga to
we're
deal
dealing
with,
with.
bro.
Like, I ain't
I'm
gonna
not gonna
lie,
lie to
bro.
you.
Like, I get junky sometimes.
I'm a difficult
Like
nigga to deal
certain
with.
shit, bro. Like women gonna make if you get a good woman, she gonna make your life easier. But that don't mean her making your life easier make her life easier. Like you have to like remind, like you will take what she, cause she'll do some stuff and just take over, and you will take it for granted. Like you don't even think about how much that was. Like waking up and getting the kids together, putting the kids to bed, doing homework. Like you might be helping out, washing dishes, washing clothes, folding clothes, doing hair. Like to you, that's just what women do, but that's still taking
True.
energy and time out of her day. She could have been doing something else. So it's like you not
True.
even counting it as something she doing
A good.
towards like the household or something. So I do think they put up with more because we don't we get that tunnel vision and just be focused on what we trying to do if you ambitious, and we'll forget about the, I ain't even gonna call it small things, but the everyday things she do.
I'll be honest.
Man. Mm,
But I mean,
mm.
I ain't saying you gotta agree. I'm just speaking
No, I
what
get
I
that, but
see.
I just feel
Everything.
like the only time women feel the brink of what it goes through to be a man is when they single mothers. If you got a partner, if you got a partner or something like that, man, nah, man, life
Yeah,
shouldn't be that
we
hard,
do.
man.
We do.
It shouldn't be. Mm-mm.
I agree with that.
And it's just like and as far as like the question as far as like
I
who
agree
deal
with
with
that.
more, it's obviously men. Men deal with a lot more than women have to. A lot more. Because we get beat up in the world every day. Everything's
And
on
women
our
don't.
shoulders for the most.
And women don't. And women don't.
No, again, that's what I'm saying. If a single mother, I could only give that credit to single mothers as far as like
No,
what it knows to
women
be.
period. Women period. Women
Mm,
period.
mm. If
You
you're a
think
single
it's
mother,
easier to be a man than it is to be a woman?
if you're a single mother, yes, that's the only way you probably get a small percentage of what a man go through.
That's not true.
That you'll get you when you're a single mother. But I mean, if y'all are together, women don't go through shit, man.
That's not true
Mm.
at all.
Women ain't got to
You're
worry about
right.
a lot of shit.
You're right. We don't go through
Women,
nothing.
women, if women in relationships, they can get a job be on the
He
man.
said that was not the scenario.
Wow. I want to know what world you come
Hey
James, I
man,
want to know where the hell did you find
I
him?
can't.
well I found
Where did
them.
you
Something that
find
made
this
sense
man?
about
I went to school
you.
with
Like
this
single
man.
mothers do more
I
than
mean, I ain't know he was gonna
Oh, yeah,
turn
my
into
shit.
this guy, you know. But you know, I accept him for
Who
who
was
he
that?
is. Like he top
What,
villain.
what school was that because we need to have it investigated. What school do y'all go to? And what the hell are they teaching y'all?
Single women don't go through anything. That's crazy.
Unless you have had a child and you're a single mother.
I had one of them on my car.
Let me get you back in because you clicked off. Hold on.
Nah, James.
Let me get free thinker back. I'm gonna wrap it up though soon, but I'm glad y'all talking like this though. Y'all troopers.
Unfortunately.
Y'all troopers.
Yeah. See, that's that toxic energy right there, man.
You say, well,
What you say? Match it, right? I'm matching your energy, baby.
Well, no, but you know what? I can agree with that because as far as like I don't know, it's like I like stuff like that. I like stuff like that.
This is not emotional, right? So,
Don't bring that period postpartum stuff to me though.
but as long as I'm not emotional with it, then that's okay.
Well, my thing again, you're naturally emotional, but my thing about it is, it's just like it's one thing to be emotional, but don't try to make me accept that being emotional is all a part of your family. I don't agree with that.
That one's gonna trigger me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that long don't sit here and tell me that in order to be with a woman you gotta go through her emotional bullshit. No.
Is there another scenario, James?
yeah, I want another scenario.
I was just asking.
Yeah, please.
What's going on?
We could do one more scenario if y'all want it.
Mary B tired of the bullshit.
I'm tired of hearing about you not accepting.
Well, they asked, how old is this man? How old are you?
36.
36. What I tell y'all, age does not define maturity. I told you that at the very beginning.
You know, I'm not surprised you set me up like that. That was good.
That was a good setup. Yeah.
That was good. That was good. But y'all, but in a way, y'all probably don't like how I'm saying it, but y'all can agree with some shit though.
No, nothing.
No, you just don't agree with the period and postpartum, but other stuff you can agree, man.
Other stuff, yeah. You sound like you all over the place. 1 minute you want someone aggressive, next minute you say you can't handle emotions. Next minute
but when I say I clarify for you, Miss Mary. No, I clarify. When I mean aggressive, I mean sexually. That's all I mean.
Okay, well at least you got that out.
Yeah, like the one that initiates the. You know, I like that.
Because I was to do like a week ago, and I ain't gonna flip on better like this.
Okay.
It's been really.
On a time board.
So look, next week I'm gonna try to put together another live. I'm gonna do you really like women or do you just like sex?
No, I thought you were about to say something else. I thought you were about to say something else.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But do you really like women?
What you thought you were gonna say?
Now that's your alley right there.
Who, my alley?
Yes, Mr. Taylor, it's down your alley.
Yeah.
I love women.
You love sex. I don't think you love women.
No, I love women. It's just a simple. You know how it is in our profession, Miss Mary B. I'm all about equal opportunity. That's how I am. I'm all about equal
You love
opportunity.
women, but you don't like what makes up a woman. Like you
No,
don't like anything
I love
about a woman. I love women, but I don't like shit about them.
no, but again, but Miss B. But can I ask you one question, though, Miss B? A makeup of a whole woman just ain't emotions. It's not.
But it's a very distinct part of a woman.
But I'm saying, but why you're not necessarily highlighting, but why one of the factors of being with a woman is dealing with the emotional stuff.
That's
because that's what women come with. So you're gonna have to deal with it.
And you already
that's fine.
Just deal with one. You have to deal with more than one. So we already see what type of time you're on.
Well, no, but I love my children's mothers. It's just like don't come to me with that BS, bro.
Yeah,
do they love you? Is the question.
No, they probably hate my ass. They probably hate me. But that's a whole new conversation. They probably hate me personally, but they love the fact how I show up for my kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you being a father and you being a partner in the parenthood that you guys share together is two different things.
Well, no, I agree with what you're saying. They probably hate my fucking guts. They do, but I feel. But my thing about it is just like
They
if we
said,
got a co-parent,
they said, get you a cougar. She ain't got no period. Get
who said that?
Menopause. He
to
don't need
B
no
Street. She said,
That's
they
big,
said, Brian Street said, get
big
you a
dick.
cougar. You ain't got to worry about the period, bro.
You goddamn right. But no, I can't
They
do that
said they
either.
do
That's
got
weird.
hot flashes though. They do,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, that's weird, bro. That is so. But I do. What's the question I wanted to ask? Damn. It was on my mind, but it slipped. That was a question I was going to ask y'all. It's going to come back to me.
They said
It's
women
going
are
to come back.
still more loyal than men. Uh, Look, man, if any of y'all that's on here tonight want to be back on, just let me know. Free thinking, you definitely got to come back on next week though, cause we
Hey
talking
man,
about
can we get
you,
the
bro.
same?
We want to know.
Can we get Miss Mary B and Miss B, man? I like it, man. You know what? You know
I don't
one
think
thing I say.
I don't think Bruna
One thing
ever
I
want to talk to you again, bro.
Bro,
she probably
I'll
she
show you a
probably
house though.
to be,
I'll put up with it
to
if you
be
want to buy
honest,
a house.
But that's
I say I gotta give you I gotta give y'all flowers though. And I say this about y'all two nice ladies, man. Y'all are like
see,
probably like the first two women that I done had this good conversation with who didn't let their emotions take over, bro. I love that. I commend y'all for that. I respect that shit. Bro, I do. I know. I'm saying no bullshit. No bullshit.
Okay.
No bullshit. Y'all didn't act off emotion. Y'all was able to, even though y'all don't agree with the bullshit y'all think I'm saying. I do like how the fact that how like that shows maturity on y'all part. Y'all still able to have a functional conversation. I appreciate it.
Mm.
I respect that. Miss Brunel probably cussed me out a couple of times internally, but hey, I like that. Though. I like
yes, you're very
it.
vocally. And you better be glad we weren't in person because I probably would have thumped you once or twice.
I believe
Just
it.
know some get
But
right. Like
but
get
see,
right.
but
Don't
but
embarrassing me
see, at
like
that point, if you would have thought me, is that because your peer was on or something like that?
no, just because what you're saying is
Exactly.
stupid as hell and you need to be corrected on it. That's totally
Hey, man,
why.
me say I'm tired of that shit. But
Right.
nah, I respect. But you know,
So so
Well, I don't feel like that's really something that women can really speak on, just like certain things is not really something that men can speak on as far as the topic for next week. I mean, that's really on men to discuss that, I would think.
I think at least one woman need to be there to like push the questions, like push the issue.
yeah, at least put one bisexual girl on there or something. She'll tell you.
Bisexual girl.
Nah, I don't think she got. I'm
Yeah,
saying like
like man, she can tell you
because
about men and women.
because I I just want at least one woman to be like, is that call the BS out if it's some BS when we asking these questions.
You men
They
need to
did
start calling each other
they did
BS
that.
out instead of waiting on a woman to have to speak up. Y'all know when y'all people be saying dumb shit that don't make sense.
Mm,
Y'all need to start correcting each other.
mm.
Good point.
What did I say wrong?
Saying postpartum
Oh,
don't
we're
exist
not
is
the list.
crazy,
We're
bro.
not
I ain't
going
gonna lie.
down this.
That's crazy as
Nah,
hell,
boy,
bro.
hey,
That's
shit me.
wild, bro. That's
Shit me.
wild.
Y'all, hey.
I would
I
hate.
can't I
I
can't
would hate for your daughter to have to like talk to you about that. Like that'd be wild. Like if
no
she
I,
had to go
well
through that.
one thing I'm gonna tell both my daughters, do not let your emotions define who you is. Period. Period. My daughter, I will try to train up my daughters. They can be emotional, but don't you dare try to dictate a situation or a conversation because I'm emotional. No, you can still talk like a functioning adult. Period. Mm-mm.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Hey, that's why you the
emotions ain't
free
never an
thinker, bro.
excuse.
That's why you the
Hey,
free
goddamn
thinker,
right.
bro. That's
Hey,
why you
free
the
game.
free
Hey,
thinker.
and the game is free and the talk is real, man. All day.
Okay, Anthony say he want to talk about it. I got you, bro. Just DM me. DM me. We'll chop it up. Uh, that's a loose topic though. Do you really like women or do you just like sex? But I gotta pair it with a woman too. Do you really like man or do you just like his chick? Boom, boom,
That's a great question.
boom. Because I think I think that's what's really going on. Like a lot of us are just seeing each other as tools instead of what we really are, you know. But this been a good conversation. I want y'all to say y'all piece, then I'm gonna let y'all go.
Ladies first.
I'm gonna mute everybody, then whoever talk, I'm gonna just let them be so they can have a good quiet background. Who wanna go first?
Go
Okay.
ahead, friend. Go ahead.
This was a good conversation, and I don't hold anything that you guys have said. I don't take it personal. But I will think in the back of my mind, okay, your thought processing is not like mine. But I'm glad that we were able to come to a consensus, and no hurt feelings. No hurt feelings.
Yeah, ain't nobody get cussed out. That was amazing.
Right?
Amazing. All right.
I agree. I did enjoy it. Didn't agree with everything everybody said, but that's the point of opinions, and everybody can speak their mind. I do feel like it is important to take people for who they are and who they show themselves to be, right? Rather than, I feel like a lot of times where women go wrong at, because we are emotional creatures, we fall in this, oh, I can make this man this, right? I can change this, I can fix this, even down to what he wears, right? That's something that can be changed. And instead of just taking people at face value and understanding that this is who you're marrying, this is who you are choosing to submit to. So take people for who they are and who they voice themselves to be, because I think if a lot of people did that and not only held themselves accountable, but that person accountable for how they're showing up and what they're saying, a lot of these horrible, toxic relationships and failed marriages wouldn't take place, right? Because you're showing me, like this man right here on the camera. Do y'all think I would ever go down that road? I would not. He has shown me everything I need to know. I don't need nothing else. Okay, I've seen it, right? So let's take it at face value and move forward.
There you go. There you go.
I like it.
Hey,
I guess my final words would be, man. It's like, this was definitely a good conversation, man. But I leave with this. Nobody's perfect, man. And I believe, and I strongly believe, the best relationships and the best situations are two people willing to stay in the shit with each other, man. And granted, everybody's gonna take a different route to get to the finish line. However, you get to the finish line, make sure you do it with a pure heart, pure spirit, man. And and I feel like as long as you can check yourself first, you can eliminate a lot of problems. I always say accountability will stop half the arguments you had in your life, man. And I feel like if everybody hold themselves accountable from Front Street, everything will be a-okay.
there you go. Free thinker. The free thinker has spoken.
And to the people in the comments who had their opinions about how I feel, it's all good. I just said what y'all be thinking. You just scared to say the shit.
Mm, mm, mm.
Why y'all fighting?
You up, T? What it do, man? Dang, we can't even hear you. Gotta reconnect your mic or something. Get them back in the. Miss Keisha said, see if he got it. Did it? Can y'all hear, Tremont? Go all the way out. Leave all the way out and come back in. Like, leave all the way out. But Miss Keisha said, no, dang. Brian Street said, Keisha Connor, there is no definite empirical evidence showing women are inherently more loyal than men. That's what I'm saying. Are you asking me to show research? So they got a little debate in the chat. Are men more loyal? Brian saying men are more loyal. Uh, Keisha is saying women are more loyal. Let me get your mind back. What do you get? Should be good. Speak
Can
your
y'all
piece, brother. Yeah.
can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Man, it was definitely good talking to you ladies. Mary B definitely participates every show you have, bro. So she's gonna speak her mind at all times. But man, my biggest thing to leave with you all is do what works best for you. Like at the end of the day, y'all heard us have a conversation discussing how we all view things. You got to do what works best for you. If being submissive is what works for you in your relationship, do that. If not being submissive is what works for you in your relationship, do that. Don't let nobody tell you how you need to move in a relationship. Don't know, but let nobody tell you how you should move. It's how you and that person work with each other and how y'all figure out y'all best relationship, how y'all relationship best moves forward and go from there. But other than that, man, that's my only thing I can tell you.
I like that. I like that, man. Look, thank y'all for coming on. I really appreciate y'all. Let's clap it up for y'all. Y'all can't hear, but the crowd can hear it once I find it. There we go. There we go. Clapping it up. Clapping it up.
Good.
Uh, we good. Let me get on that full screen. So look, man. Next week's show. Next week's show, man. I'm thinking about running that. Do you really like women or do you just like sex? Do you really like men or do you just like they chick? Do it rhyme? Did it rhyme? I just rhymed just then.
Everybody hear him.
I just rhymed right there. That was a bar. That was a bar. But nah, we definitely gonna do that, man. Thank y'all for watching. We'll be back next week if I can pull another cohesive panel together. If not, we'll have to figure it out. But thank y'all. Y'all really came through though. I'll be scared to do live shows because I'll be scared people not gonna show up. I'll be like, I don't want to look crazy on the mic by myself if I ain't planning to go. But y'all did it. Y'all came through. Y'all rock. Y'all shared y'all opinions. Um, maybe some people learn from what y'all said. The free thinker rattled some cages. Free thinker definitely rattled some cages. But everybody said their piece, and I respect it. That's all I can say, man. We'll see y'all next week, same time, same handsome face on the screen. We'll be talking about it, man. I'll drop the event probably Sunday, so y'all will get some invites to the event to let y'all know the topic if we sticking with that topic. But yeah. But if anybody on the show want to come back, just let me know. If not, I get it. Shit, life busy. But that'll be the topic next week. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.